Alright everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another Resident Evil speedrun guide. Maybe you might remember the last one I did many years ago about Resident Evil 2. And luckily, after a few years, Capcom has made another Resident Evil game that is fun to speedrun, at least in my opinion. And here we are, seeing as the leaderboards are open and that the game is pretty popular by all rights. There's gonna be maybe a lot of people who want to start running this game once they've done all the challenges. But it's like, hey man, where do I start, dude? What do I pick up? What is the route, man? I'm overwhelmed. My first time is 5 hours. Don't you worry, man, I got you. In this guide, you will find a full, complete route of the entire game from start to finish. Pickup locations for pretty much every important treasure you will find on your way, seeing as they are pretty important for money routing in most categories. And also I will do my best to explain every single skip and glitch that we will be using in this category, to the best of my abilities of course. Timestamps will be provided for every chapter and every skip as well. In the description also I will put some notes that I've written myself for you to use. They're pretty concise and will guide you through the game the same way, just without my commentary and gameplay. Speaking of, what you will not find in this guide is beautiful editing, fancy stuff like that, and perfect playing. That's just not what I do. I prefer to do it raw and dirty and just go ahead and do it, just as I am. Before we start, 2 last notes. Please look at and read through the rules that are posted on speedrun.com for the game in general, but also for the different categories. You really do not want to submit a run and have a good time only to have it rejected because you didn't follow a rule. That would be a shame. Also, we do not want to swamp the mods with, tons of invalid runs. They are busy as they are. Think of other people. The world could be so much nicer. On a related note, mods. You can use costume mods. Ideally, you want them to be RE engine assets. So for example, the ever popular Leon RPD costume. That one is allowed. However, big titty Ashley mods. Big cock nude Leon mod, right? Get that shit out of here. To all you Coomers out there, you know who you are. We don't want that. Keep it clean, alright? Just play the game. Also, no weird Thomas the Tank Engine del Lago or anything silly like that. And that's basically it. So, let's get into the run. Skip every cutscene, obviously. So the beginning is very straightforward, quite literally so, as you will just be running forward until you reach your desired goal. Obviously this is like some speedrun basics, right? But try to make straight lines between points. As we've all learned in elementary school, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, so do it like that as well, alright? Okay, right here, after this cutscene ends, you can just mash your use key, get the key, go straight out. Whenever there is a dialog box like this, just mash your use key. The game puts the cursor on whichever one you need automatically. And right after this cutscene is gonna be our first little tech of the run, which is the one Ganado that comes down the stairs. He will do a double lunge, as these enemy types do when they come up like that. You can hear it by the audio. Maybe you have to do it a few times to get used to the timing and know what I mean. But I will show you a pretty easy way to avoid him. So what you want to do is you go to the stairs and wait behind this cabinet. Wait for the first lunge. like that, and then just pass him. Also, what you saw me do here on the stairs. If you are familiar with RE2 runs, you might remember like the thing we called stair pumping, like where you would aim and sprint up the stairs or downstairs. This will cancel Leon's like slow walk speed on the stairs. It works in this game too, usually for stairs upwards as far as I'm aware. It's not every stair, I don't think, but in general you can speed up stair walking like that. It's not a lot, but it is faster. It might not have been clear when I said it there. What I meant is the same way aiming and sprinting works in Resi 2 remake on stairs. It works the same way in this game, but instead you do crouching and then sprint out of a crouch. So you initiate the crouch animation and then press sprint. So you like dash out of a crouch. So he's a regular Kazuya over here. Shout out to all the Tekken fans out there. So that's basically it, yeah.
Your sit rep?
President's daughter, baby Eva. It's likely she's in this field.
Okay, coming up is the village encounter, which I'm sure will give some of you headaches, or has given you headaches, especially on the professional difficulty. But luckily this is standard, so it shouldn't be too bad. The trick is to do it fast, right? Obviously. Again, this is not an optimized run. This is just here to give you a general idea of the route. But I will show you what to do, generally speaking. Mind the bear trap here. And go into this shack to the left here. He will always attack like that, pretty much. Just avoid him. Grab everything that's in here. Leave. Alright, now. Village encounter. The village... There's like basically two strats that I've seen people do. I will go for basically the same strat that has been used more or less since the demo came out. It's kind of reliable. I'm sure there are smaller manipulations and things that people do that I'm not aware of, but in general, you want to go into the chainsaw house, as I call it. You know, the house where that plays the cutscene where in the original game Dr. Salvador would spawn. Go up the stairs, grab the nade and the shotgun, go out to the roof and grenade a group of ganados. I think, if I remember correctly, it takes 15 kills to end this sequence. Okay, so you run straight ahead, shoot the guy with the cart. That will alert everyone, okay? And you want them to be alerted, because you want them to follow you in front of this house, as many as possible. You want them to bunch up, right? And I'll show you what, you'll see why. Go up these stairs. You have to be pretty quick. Shoot this, it's faster than using your knife. Grab the nade. Equip the nade, go out to the roof. Look down here. If there's many ganados there, it's sadly not as many as I would like. You will see some runners pause and unpause when they do this with grenades. To my knowledge, and to what I've talked to people about, it doesn't do anything. It's like placebo. But it looks cool. And it kind of feels, it's like a ritual. It's like a, I don't know, like a good luck ritual. You don't have to do it, but the cool thing is, you get to see like nice splatter effects when you do that. Equip your shotgun, go down, go straight into this house that's right in front of me. There's two ganados in here. Oh fucking hell, this is not good. Kill both those. Shoot this barrel. Because in here is a grenade, you want that. Make your way back to the village square. Equip your other grenade. If you're lucky, there's gonna be a few ganados bunched up.
Present for you.
That's pretty nice. Mind Dr. Salvador. Oh, he almost got me there. And that's it. We got all the kills we needed. While this while this church bell is ringing, you can, you know, grab some stuff if you're quick enough. Now, to be extra safe, right, we can go back into this house and grab everything that is here. Like I said, this is not an optimized run. I will be playing extremely safe. Lose a lot of time, obviously, doing that. But hey, this is meant to be a beginner's run, so you can really start, you know, learning the route and stuff. First treasure here, ruby. That one is nice to grab. It's not too much out of the way. A lot of people I see, they grab a ruby that is in the dynamite area. While maybe it's technically faster to get that one instead, I think it's a bit risky, so I think this first ruby is nicer to get. Next tech here, shoot through this window. Shoot the lock. You can shoot it through the window. Loot stuff that is in here. So another ruby right there, it's practically on the way. Kitchen knife and the cogwheel, important. After this bull guy spawns, just run away from him. Out this window, you have enough time to grab whatever is in here. Note about this game, a lot of drops are randomized, which is a blessing and a curse. Well, no, I mean, I think it's a curse, really, but it makes for some interesting, like, on-the-fly decision-making and stuff sometimes. Don't forget to grab those shells. This yellow herb here, you can skip it if you want. Just at least at the end of the dynamite section, we do need a yellow herb. Yeah, sometimes this guy blocks your way here. That's alright. And so you see the dynamite that we left there, we didn't disarm it. It's important because then the bull guy will walk into it. Gives you a bit of time. Sometimes, yeah, enemies will follow you here. But in general, you don't need to be worried about them. Like, they will de-aggro as soon as you leave the area anyways. You'll see. Like, you see how the other enemies already walk back? It's a bit like, it's very similar to the way Dark Souls enemies behave, if you are familiar with that game. Or those games, I should say. Like, as soon as you leave, like, the area that an enemy is supposed to be in, they typically de-aggro and walk back to their home, let's say. Not really much to say here, it's just walking. There's two ways you can take through this area. You can go through this house and get a bit of loot, or you can just walk straight. We'll do this way. That guy here, yeah, if he throws, that's cool. Watch out, this guy to the left here, we aggroed him right now. Sometimes he can catch up to you behind you and hit you. This was actually pretty clean here. Like, sometimes all the enemies will attack you on the way and you have to use your parry skills.
What's that noise?
But in general, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting through here relatively quickly. This guy here, completely ignore him. Open this. What I do here to get by this, just I hold backwards and I mash the use key. Right? It, like, I don't know if you need to hold backwards. I just do it that way. But generally, it should always work. And that is chapter 1. That's chapter 1 done.
Sacrificial lamb.
Alright, chapter 2. Mash your inventory key, because your inventory pops up. Just want to close that.
Condor 1 roost. I've located...
Grab that herb. This knife here, again, you can skip if you want. Also here again, the stair tech. You just crouch and sprint. Alright. You can run past everyone here. This is our next treasure. Sapphire and the furnace. Cool, he missed us. This next enemy here, if you want to be super safe, you can sneak up like that and kill him. Like this. But you really don't need to, honestly. I've never been attacked by him. Well, he never caught me, let's say. He tried, but I've never been caught by him if I just run past and then run past again. The only thing you have to really worry about here on the way back is the bear traps. I've seen some fucked up things with the bear traps. They teleport to your feet. I've seen that one time happen to someone, but that's it. And then the green herb and the knife from your old... See, okay. This is why we picked up the yellow herb in the barn area. Because we're gonna sell that right now to our good friend, the merchant.
Let's do welcome.
Welcome.
Got some
Sup, dude?
rare things on
Sell your key and sell the mixed herb. That will give you enough money to buy.
Come back when you can actually.
Well, we are a bit short,
You'll get some bang for your buck.
but that's all right because I mean we picked up so many things. One ruby we could sell, for example.
Won't do you much good.
Obviously, do not sell the bonus weapons. That's not allowed for a new game run. But the kitchen knife, that's exactly enough. We can sell one of those.
Not bad.
That's okay.
Wish your enemies sweet dreams from a pleasant travel.
And buy the scope and the rifle. Okay, this next room here. There are two strats that you can use. There is a sort of like safe way, and I will try to show that off right now.
Hell am I?
You need to kill this woman here with melee. You need to press the melee key to stealth kill her a bit before it even shows up. Otherwise you're usually too late and the death attack does not trigger. Once you get up here, you want to kill the guy on the bridge here.
Alright.
And shoot the red barrel that's like down there by the window. You see it here? And this will alert the guy to the right here that often lunges at you to run towards the building. You see him? And you should be a bit quicker, then he doesn't see you. He saw us there. If you're quicker than me, if you don't wait, he will not see you. We are gonna be grabbing the small key here. You don't have to, but I do. Also, it's an important note about the melee system. When an enemy attacks you like that and he's not in front of you, but you think you cannot outrun his attack, you need to turn the camera towards him to parry him. Alright? And then you basically just YOLO the rest here. This guy here, you can stun him if you want. Wait till the woman jumps down. Or whatever, just... Yeah, see, this is terrible. That was really bad timing. But, I mean, we picked up an extra heal in the village. Let's see if we can make this, okay? There was another ruby up here in the treasure chest. To the left here is a treasure chest with a ruby in it, but I think we're gonna skip that one because this is why I said I think it's a bit risky to use it. And then you just exit up here. Like, the thing is, I would rather not try to get that ruby when it's full of enemies and dynamite and all this nonsense. That's the dynamite area. Like, that was the safe way. The not safe way is you go basically the exact same way as I did, but you don't kill like the guy on the bridge, and try to lure the other one away so you can sneak into the house unseen. You just straight up just run through everything. It's just more risky, but in essence it works the exact same way. This puzzle is the same every time. Press Q one time and then press either left or right arrow key, and that's it. This next room here is pretty straightforward. Usually you can just run past and leave. Yeah, sometimes he grabs you like that. It's a small time loss, it's like 2 seconds, but you don't have to go in here, okay? It's quite a bit out of the way, but there's a sapphire here again. But again, yeah, I love this. They will both go into the traps. It's really funny. Even more treasure coming up here. There's one in the middle here, up top, right there. Oops. There's another sapphire, grab it, and the necklace here. This one is important. And this will alert Dr. Salvador, right? So, the way to run past them is basically like that. Like run towards him, and once he starts attacking, just run to his left. Sometimes you get really unlucky and he does like a really quick attack, and that'll just, like when it happens to me, it happens like every once in a while, and he'll just clip me. Another ruby right there. The grenade on the shelf here, some money. The puzzle here is always the same. It's wheat, pig, and baby. Once you've grabbed this, there's an enemy that will spawn. It's gonna be the same type of enemy that came up at the very beginning of the game. That well, with the head tilted and the his double lunged attack. Honestly, the quickest way to go past this, you can hide behind a table and have him attack once or twice, and then run past him once he starts like recovering from his attack. Or you can do like the macho way and you just fucking run. Shoot him once, and that will, even if it doesn't kill him, it'll stagger him and you can just go by. There is a way to do this puzzle like relatively quickly. I don't know it, but it's, I mean, it's not a hard puzzle, but there is for sure a way to optimize the time. And that's it. That's basically chapter 2. Alright, chapter 3. Chapter 3 can be a tough one, because at the end of it you will fight off the lake. Our good friend, the Lago. There's a small key here, you can take it if you want. Like I said in the beginning, we'll be picking up pretty much everything on the way. Ignore the dog. I know it's terrible, but the dog will actually make your Gigante fight longer. Yeah, you might think, hey, it's that dog, you know, he helps me. Actually, no. In the one specific cutscene when the dog attacks the Lago, Gigante, it will sort of set Gigante's health to a set value, which is most likely going to be higher than what you brought him down to. So it just makes the fight go on longer. So sadly, we have to leave the dog behind. After this cutscene here, there's 2 ways you can walk here. You can either go through this house here. Keep in mind there's a lock here. You have to destroy the lock. Right inside the house there's dynamite, disarm it, and then go through. There's a Garrador in the house. She never really does anything. And once you exit the house, there's another Ganado outside the house. He usually does something stupid. So just shoot him in the head and try to stun him, get by him. I will be showing you the other way, which is slower but a bit safer and gives you like a free full heal on the way. So walk through here, don't step into the bear trap, take this red herb, it's always there. And then you can make your way through the caves here. The cool thing about this little diversion here is that you get a lot of things to pick up here. Sometimes you get a grenade here, which is nice. And once you come up here, there's a green herb right in front of you. So like I said, this little detour gives you like a full heal on the way. Right? So this Ganado here, he will sometimes attack you when you go the other way through the house. Okay, blue velvet right here. Just please have better aim than me. Take these shotgun shells, they're always here, a fixed drop. Same with the bird's nest here, always a fixed drop, rifle shells. Rifle bullets, I should say. Through this graveyard, pretty chill. Just run through, first approach these gravestones, slice them to get spinels later from the merchant. This guy here, like, he's pretty harmless. As long as you reach the gate in time, he will never get you. Ghost hunting again. Now, you can skip this gate, right, with like that clipping method. Which I won't be doing, because that gate is really hard to skip for some reason. But if you do skip it, the enemies in the next area will not spawn, so that's cool. Use your little key on the yellow diamond here. It's the first of 3 yellow diamonds that we will be using to slot into the butterfly lamp to get cash. This area here is pretty consistent, like you run into this house, open this, you don't have to, but at times it's a nice timing thing, because that way the Ganado will always miss the Molotov and you can run through. This guy always throws a Molotov when you come up here, and then he gets another really chill to run past. Another detail, this ledge here, we will be jumping down this ledge here, right? If you position Leon right in front of this plank here, and then turn him and mash the use key, so you approach this ledge as soon as it's possible, you will jump down this and Leon will clip a bit. His model will clip into this area, and that will tell you if you did it correctly. If you do it that way, you bypass what I think is a check that the game does, and it will prevent 2 Ganados from spawning down here in the little cave area. It's a really nice little trick. I'll show you. So you go up this, and at the earliest point, you see how Leon like clipped into the wall a bit? It bypasses a check. So you see, no enemies here. Usually there's a pitchfork Ganado in here and another one. So this way is much nicer, you can just run past. Already, there's the next little trick here. Well, trick, it's like a strategy thing. You see the birds here. These birds, there's 2 specific ones you want to shoot. This one, it's the one closest to you on the left side. You want to shoot him. And once you shoot him, all the other birds will fly away. One bird will fly like this angle towards us and above us. And you want to shoot him too. This will give you a sapphire and a grenade. And then you just shoot the treasure that is way up top here, in the middle of the room on top. Shoot the treasure, there's a ruby in there. If you do it quickly, it's pretty nice, and you collect everything and run past the dogs. Mind you, the dogs in this game, they are not like Resi 2 dogs or Resi 1 dogs. Like, they're not trivial, alright? But just do your best. let me show you which birds to shoot. This one and this one. That's it. Like, there really isn't much more to it than just knowing which ones. You will get it. It's like a pretty recognizable pattern that they will fly. They always fly the same pattern, so you know exactly which ones to shoot. The dogs, again, super annoying. They got me twice here, which is terrible, but that's why we picked up a heal. As soon as you reach like this area, they will de-aggro and go back. Alright? Okay, upcoming, the fish farm. The fish farm, again, it might seem daunting at first, but actually, like, especially on standard, the enemies aren't too bad. Like, you can make your way past them, like, pretty reliably. So just make sure you fall down here. There's gonna be a cow guy there. Just run past him. Don't be afraid, man. Don't show him. Don't give him any fear. There's a nest in the tree here. Shoot that. It will give you shotgun shells. And then you just make your way to the fuel. Disable this. Don't run into it. Please don't. There's another little tech you can do here. After you grab the fuel, first off, grab the egg here, mash the key, you get the egg for a free heal. After you get the fuel here, the game will autosave. And if you want, you can reload. We can like load that autosave to reset enemy positions. It can make it a bit easier to escape here, but we will try it raw.
This is what I'm talking about.
If you're quick enough, you can like make it out pretty chill. And the cool thing is, if you don't reload here, the cow guy will be here. So that's like pretty neat. So he will not be waiting for you at the entrance. And then just make your way back. Yeah, nice attacks. We just evaded them. Sometimes they will, yeah, hit you like that. But that's okay. Keep in mind, sometimes when you go up ladders and an enemy jumps down at the same time, they can sort of like push you down. Also, this barrel sometimes has a green herb in it, so. There's a way to jump down these ledges in a certain way where you do the roll. There's an even quicker way where you just jump down and like the animation is weird and you can just keep running. It's faster than jumping down and just staying here. This thing, sometimes there's a grenade here, sometimes it's pistol ammo. It's not gonna be the same. So that's like the random factor of this game with the drops that we have. But, you know, just loot all this if you feel unsafe. Do we have an abundance of yellow herbs right now? So here comes everyone's favorite boss. The Lago. Off the lake. This little amphibian motherfucker can be really annoying. Ideally, you want to kill him in one cycle. The thing is, as you might know from the boss fight, he will cruise around a bit, then dive once, jump at you, then he cruises around a bit more, and then he goes for a dive and it becomes quiet, right? And then he re-emerges, circles around and goes for you. You want to hit him as often as possible during this entire ordeal, and you want to kill him before that second dive sequence where he circles around and comes for you and tries to bite you. You want to kill him before that sequence finishes, because if you don't, the Lago will recover HP, and then the fight just drags on and on and on. I suggest you practice this. Maybe make a save before or something, but I suggest you practice this boss fight. Because once you get it, it's like, I understand how it works, you know, and then it becomes a lot easier afterwards. as it is with most things in life. There's a special technique here that you can use to shoot harpoons faster. I don't quite know how to explain it, but what I do is I press the aim button, mash the shoot button, and mash the aim button. And just do that continuously whenever Leon has finished throwing a harpoon. It makes him grab a new harpoon and throw it quite a bit quicker than if you just like keep having aim pressed and wait for him to get the new harpoon. You will notice if you do this correctly by his like sort of sitting down animation, it's a lot quicker. And the camera and the zoom is different as well. So you just want to shoot him with as many harpoons as possible. If you play on 120 FPS here, this is one of the few places in the run where you are allowed to switch your FPS down to 60 or 30 if you want. The higher your FPS, the higher the water waves will be in this fight. And that's relevant because if you so much as even graze water with your harpoon hit, it just gets deleted. Like your harpoon gets fucked by the water. So don't hit water ever, it will just swallow your harpoon. It doesn't work like real life, it's a video game, okay? So keep in mind to do that, so not hit water. And that's it really. I'll try to do it first try, one cycle. Let's see how it goes. If I fail, this should only encourage you, so you know, oh okay. Other people fail this too. Hey, trust me, everyone fails this, okay? Should be alright. Let's go. You might hear my clicking, like... So you see how he does it like a bit quicker than usual? So just hit him as many times as you can. He will go for a dive here and come up, hit his mouth. Okay, yeah, like that. Also, if you keep the aim button held, Leon will charge the harpoon, so the harpoon shot will do more damage. Especially useful if you hit his mouth. Yeah, I missed twice here. It should still be okay. Just make sure to charge your harpoon here. You see how like the throwing arc goes in front? Yeah, I completely missed him. I don't know if it's still possible to kill him in one cycle now. We'll see. Charge it a bit here, so you do max damage to the mouth, and that's it. Yeah, that's one cycle del Lago. Cool. So that's rest in peace to the piece of shit amphibian del Lago. And we get our deserved victory here. I don't know why people call him a fish, because I don't know, he's clearly not a fish. It's like a salamander or something. Like I don't know in English what the name is for that animal, but it's an amphibian, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. That's not a fish. Although it has gills, sort of. Like, dude, I don't know. In any case, that's the Lago one cycle, and that's how you should do it. And that is it for chapter 3. Alright, so chapter 4. El Gigante boss fight is coming up, and a few other things. Skip all these cutscenes here, dude. Like, we're not playing The Last of Us, man. We're trying to play a video game. I'm watching a movie. Alright. There's gonna be your first sight of, like, a sickle plaga here. You can basically just run past him, honestly. It's like... It's pretty chill. This guy, dude, he is so aggressive. Every time he gets me. Like, maybe I should walk different around him to be safe, but I don't know, he just gets me every time. Maybe parry him and kick him? I don't know. If you shoot him though, like, he will also spawn a plaga head, so... It's not as easy as just killing him with a shotgun.
Shrine.
You want to pick up this key here, the Way Shrine key. We will use it to get the butterfly lamp before Gigante. Don't forget it. First order of business here, go to the left. To this area here, which can be a bit annoying, this whole area here. Do a swerve here, so your boat is going to be facing the direction that we want to get away later. You want to have 2 slots of inventory empty here, which we are not. Get rid of... I guess I get rid of this. Don't need it right now. Jesus Christ. In here there's a flash. If you want to be, you can just run past all of this. If you want to be a bit safer, you can try to shoot this TNT out of his hand. But generally, you can honestly just run past everything. This guy up top here. Okay, cool, he came down. Dude, sometimes he will throw the Molotov at you, but he will hit this floor here, right on top of the stairs. That's the worst, because then you cannot climb the stairs. Shoot the Molotov out of his hand, shoot the TNT, if I can fucking hit it. Dude, shoot the TNT, shoot the TNT out of this guy's hand. This puzzle here, you can do it with the WASD keys, if you didn't know. It's a lot quicker than using the mouse wheel or anything else. It's just easier and quicker. Grab the head and go back the way you came. I find going back the top way is just easier. And exit here, grab the treasure that we shot down earlier. So that's the next treasure that we have. And just make your way back. A lot of people go the bottom way back, but I feel like this way is a lot easier and quicker and easier to pick up the treasure. And you see now, because we left the boat in that position, we can just straight ahead go where we want to. The next stop, Chicken Island. Really important, because there is a golden egg that we really, really need. If you know why, then you know. If you don't know, you will see. You will love this. Just pick up the gold chicken egg here. Really, really important. You can pick up other eggs too, just to have like a cheeky little heal on hand if you ever need it. And they only take like 1 inventory slot, so it's pretty alright. You will continue on to this. Luckily all these places are marked with lanterns, so you can't really get lost. The boat here always faces the correct way automatically, so you don't need to do any swerving or anything like that. Again, the puzzle, you should know this by heart, I feel like, if you've done it like once or twice. There's rifle ammo here also, because this is like the super safe route where we pick up every treasure. There's a ruby up here. Pretty okay. And then just make your way back. So now that we have both the heads that we need, we will go all the way back where we came from. Place the heads, get the insignia that we need to open the church. And then it's time for a Gigante boss fight. There's nothing much to say here. I mean, you have to interact with this first before you can place the heads. That's really it. Ghost Hunnigan again. We do not want to talk to her. By the way, shoutouts to Capcom for making all of these walk and talk sections like skippable. Like, that's my pet peeve. If there's like walk and talk sections and forced cutscenes and things like that. Like, you know, things that are essentially cutscenes, but you are still in... Yeah, this happens sometimes. It's so annoying. Like, things that are essentially cutscenes, but you are still in charge of the character and are forced to do something, but you can't advance at your own pace. That's the worst fucking shit ever in video games. Especially, like, AAA games. So I'm so happy that Capcom made it so you can skip all of these. So you see, we get 2 Spinels here from the Grave Robber quest. With those 2, immediately get the Elegant Mask. We will need it later. Sell all the treasure that isn't combinable treasure.
Thank you.
And we should have enough money. Maybe we don't. I didn't pick up too many things like that. But you will want to like do a power upgrade for your sniper. And this is optional. Ammo capacity upgrade. It is not optional if you want to do the optimal strat, or at least the optimal strat that I've seen. So shut up, merchant. If you want to do the optimal strat for Gigante, that is necessary, that upgrade. I will try to do the optimal strat that I've seen. I've only like seen it. I haven't like properly done it myself yet, but I'll try to do it. Otherwise, you can always like freestyle a bit. You don't have to be like, you know, frame perfect with everything. Don't forget this. This is important. Equip the shotgun. Make sure your sniper is full. Make sure your shotgun is full and equip the shotgun before you enter Gigante boss fight. Alright, so Gigante boss fight strategy. It's gonna be, again, you can read it in the notes that I've put in the description. It's gonna be 3 shotgun shells to the face. Then he will scream and his plaga pops out. Shoot the plaga once. Then he recoils and will fall down afterwards. When he recoils, after you shoot his plaga, he like recoils and comes like forward again, and then he will fall down. And when he does that forward movement again, you can shoot the plaga a second time. Then he falls down. You shoot the plaga 3 more times, I think. And so that means you're left with 2 bullets in your sniper rifle. Then you will reload 2 sniper rounds. Switch to your pistol. Stun the Lago, stun Gigante again, and then pump his plaga full of sniper shots. And that should finish him off. I'll try to do it again. I've only seen it like in a run that Frit did. Shoutouts to him, has really solid times on his new game Standart runs. That's how he did it. I saw it done that way. So let's try to like do that. So like 3 shots to the head. Bit more. Shoot the plaga. Keep your aim there. Shoot it again. Shoot it 1, 2, 3 times. Reload. Oh god, I messed it up. That's okay. Usually you can only shoot it 3 times. And 1 more, and that should do it, yeah. See, if you do it ideally, the ideal way that you should do it is you reload your sniper. After he gets up the first time, he will scream immediately again. And then switch to your pistol, shoot him so he falls down. And then continue shooting the plaga with your sniper. As you saw in the beginning of this boss fight, I shot him 3 times with the shotgun. He didn't scream and take out his plaga. Unzips plug. So I just freestyled a bit and shot him with a pistol a few times in the head to get him to that like stage. So sometimes you mess it up and you have to freestyle a bit, but honestly, like, the time you will lose here by not following the strategy completely is like seconds. So it's like, I mean, it starts mattering, you know, once you start competing for really, really solid times, but not in the beginning, so. And again, this isn't a guide for how to get a top 3 time. No. This is a guide how to start running this game, so. After the fight, pick up the yellow diamond. And all these houses here have quite a bit of loot in them, which is like pretty nice. Like, there's a lot of loot in here, as you can see. You don't need to loot anything here, really. You don't have to do that at all. But again, at the danger of repeating myself, this is like a really safe route that I'm demonstrating here, so. You're just gonna pick up some stuff. Kitchen knife. That can be useful, honestly, because like, our knife is only at half strength right now. So I like to take those with me, so in case the knife breaks, you know, I have something to fall back on. Because the knife is really useful, both for stealth kills, but also, you know, parries and whatnot. But that's basically how you do Gigante. Again, you don't have to, if you don't have the money to upgrade the ammo potential, then you can still do it the same way, just with more reloads. Skip this cutscene by pressing the aim button, so right mouse button for me, and just interact with this. You cannot skip this, sadly. You wanna make your way back there immediately. You can open these if you want, get some money. The blue dial, you need it obviously for the puzzle that's coming up. It's different than in the original game. You can cancel this animation by right-clicking again, and this too, and then you can do it, you know, get to this puzzle a lot quicker. The way this puzzle works, what I do is I go to the blue first. I just circle. How do I explain this? You see the top part at 12 o'clock on this dial, near the middle of the circle. There's this pattern that you have to line up with, like, the bottom right wing of this Illuminados symbol. You see here? You see how this lines up? That's how I orient myself. I look for this pattern and line it up with this. Then you want to do the green one, spin it to the right side, and you will notice that at around 9 o'clock in the middle again, there's like a little spike pattern in this green glass that you have to line up with the spike of the symbol again, like line it up with the spike. It's a pretty recognizable pattern that way. Then go to the red and spin it to the left and just keep spinning until it falls in place by itself, and that's it. You just have to make sure the first two are like aligned properly, and then you can just do the red all the way. Admire the nice paint that's on every fucking interactable in this game. Beautiful game design, very intuitive, not distracting at all.
Ashley.
And skip, you know, the cutscene as you want to. And that's it for chapter 4? Chapter 4. Alright, the Ashley chapter.
Get the ladder.
Get the ladder first, it saves a bit of time when you go get the diamond in her room. This will also be the first chapter where we see an actual skip that I will try to explain. Get this yellow diamond. That makes 3, so now we have 3 of them that we can combine for the treasure we want. Equip the sniper rifle here. So it's time for the first skip of this run. Usually you have to go up there, talk with Ashley, go down the window, get some, talk with Hunnigan and all this stuff. But with this skip here, you can skip all of that. Basically, position yourself here. Use the sniper rifle to aim at the floor. You notice that Leon goes further back than what is normally possible when you do that. If I scope out, you will see him that he is clipped into the wall. And he'll clip back out once you unscope. We will use this to our advantage. Because while we are clipped into the wall, we will turn very quickly to the left and interact with the ladder, which will clip us into this wall to the left and ideally clip us far enough so we fall through the floor and down into the church. I'll try to get that. Yeah, exactly like that. So, there really isn't much more to that skip. Once you know how it's supposed to go, you just try it a bunch of times until you get it, and that's all there is to it. This Garrador here, either run past or parry the projectile he throws. Either way you will get slowed down. The cool thing is we just leave Ashley behind, basically like that, and then we can do this entire section a lot quicker, because we don't have to care for Ashley. Pick up this first aid spray on the way back. I mean, we have a lot of stuff already. We don't really need it. It's always nice to craft maybe some rifle ammo. We have enough gunpowder. Yeah, make your way back through the village.
Hunnigan was right about the weather.
And to everyone's favorite part, the cabin fight. First we will proceed to through the village here. Again, ducking and sprinting, it's faster upstairs. It's a pretty neat strat actually. These two Garradoros here, dude, they can be super annoying. I tried to duck him here, couldn't do it. Sometimes when they lunge at you, you can duck at the last moment. Yeah, if they shove you like that, by the way, I'm sure you've noticed, but if you didn't, every time a Garrador shoves you like that, they will hit you afterwards, and it's always the same timing, and you can nicely parry them. This area, again, ignore the enemies, just run past them. Sometimes this guy, yeah, you see how I ducked him here? That's how you can duck the grab. Here, he's a wannabe Tiger Mask pro wrestler guy, except he has a bullhead. But yeah, the guy in the blue shirt that lunged at me, sometimes he will not even look in your direction, he will just stand there admiring the barn, which that is the best luck you can get. But if he lunges, you can try like I did to duck the lunge, and sometimes it works. Alright, cabin fight. There is a strat for this. It's basically, if I remember correctly, see I'm doing this all from my head here. Shoot Garrador in the first window. Double kill Garradoros in the second window. Shoot the explosive barrel outside the third window that is opposite the stairs. If you didn't know, there is an explosive barrel out there. Then kill another Garrador in front of the first window and break the window at the same time. Take out a grenade and grenade the group of Garradoros that's coming out. And then bar up the windows one by one. That's basically it. There's some more finesse to it and details. But again, for purposes of this beginner guide demonstration, I'll show you more or less a strat. If it doesn't work out, then hey, it just doesn't work out. Because this is a reality. This is going to happen to you. No doubt about it. But yeah, just do your best. Switch to the rifle, kill this woman, kill these guys. Try to shoot the barrel like that. This guy, dude, his animation. And this guy. Ideally, you want to shoot the window, and then this group that comes out here. See, I was a bit slow here. Ideally, that Garrador, I want to kill him with a headshot and hit like the middle of the window frame at the same time, so I break the window. And then you are quick enough to equip a grenade, throw it precisely. So you saw that group of Garradors that ran out of there, in the back there. You can tell that they're coming by the light because they're carrying torches. You can throw it precisely there and kill all of them in one nice grenade. I messed it up here because I didn't hit the window frame. But I guess we'll just keep it going, and then you can see how, you know, oh yeah, like actually, it doesn't always go the same way, you know, like...
This should hold for a while.
You want to, yeah, you want to actually break this window, if you can. Reload, you shit. Yeah, see, usually if you hit that group of Garradors... Oh, please, let me... Yeah. If you hit that group of Garradors outside, usually things go a lot smoother. Somehow I couldn't parry him, I don't know why. Also, important to note here, after the village fight, after the cabin fight, ideally you want to be out of shotgun ammo. Like, try not to reload your shotgun before the fight ends, because what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is that after this fight we will sell the shotgun. So make use of it as best as you can, right? See, you heard here the guy come through the chimney? That like muffled noise that you can hear sometimes, and you hear a scream. That's a Garrador coming through the chimney, like Santa Claus. And you really want to... The cool thing about that is, if he does that, you can like super easily kill him. You see how he comes out here the second time? You can like stealth knife him here. That's like a really nice way to get rid of him. I'll reload the shotgun. What is going on here? That is fucking funny. There's also a nade here that's like... Because ideally you want to be in this corner here, right? Once the big cowman comes in. Because that way you can like easily, yeah, snipe him as soon as he comes in. But okay, we got bad positioning here. Yeah, this is not going super nice, but actually it's not that bad. If you flash him, the cow guy, you can... Yeah, this is really unclean.
This is gonna be bright.
But the important thing is that killing the cow guy that ends the cabin encounter. I mean, this was really unclean, but it could be worse. And I mean, that's basically cabin right there. You can do it obviously a lot cleaner. Again, in the notes that I provide is a more, not a more detailed, but a nice like bullet point by point explanation of what groups of enemies to kill and what to do to at least like make the first part of cabin really consistent. Yeah, that's basically it. That's it for this chapter. Alright, next chapter. This is gonna be a weird one. It's an interesting chapter. It has a bunch of skips and, well, yeah. It's probably the most like skip dense chapter, maybe aside from chapter 15.
Let's go.
What's gonna happen to me?
But, you know, I'll walk you through all of them. No worries.
Let's just focus on getting out of here.
Yeah, right.
Here comes the point where collecting all this treasure is gonna pay off. So, combine the mask. 3 sapphires and then 3 of the yellow stones into the lamp. Keep in mind, again, the treasure routing in this is very generous. And since I've shown you where most of the treasures already are, and you have the notes as well and watch different runs, you can start like minimizing treasures you'll be picking up, and to still have enough so you get all that you need. But this is like the safe and like really consistent way.
Welcome. Got some rare
So
things
sell
on sale,
all
stranger.
your treasures except the gems, of course.
Rubbish, it makes no difference.
Also sell your shotgun.
That's our choice to make. Stranger,
It's a lot of money.
I'll pay a pretty
Now
penny.
we buy the riot gun. That's gonna be our shotgun for the rest of the run.
Boomstick, mate.
Buy a case upgrade, the biggest one, and the flash grenade, which are both on sale.
Pleasant travel.
So, the upcoming room can be a bit brutal, let's say. There is, however, a YOLO strat that, in my experience at least, works pretty damn well, actually. It just involves a bit of reloading and like basically using Ashley as bait and using her like as a game mechanic to do things. You'll see. You'll see. So first I want to tell you what we are about to do here is we're gonna run past everything basically, just YOLO it to the exit. If you want to be safe and don't use any reloads and stuff, you can also go to the first Garrador that we will see here, stealth kill him so he doesn't see you, walk forward, and then the second Garrador that is at the end of the gorge, he will walk around and inevitably step into a bear trap. Once he does, you can start running with Ashley and run past everything then and go to the exit. The way this works is that if the Garrador spot you after a certain point down the gorge, all those many enemies will not spawn at the end. The spawns will be different, so you have an easier time get them past. If you YOLO it like I'm about to do now, everyone will spawn, but it should still be fairly free. We'll see how it goes.
We've got company. Keep moving. Quietly.
So you see how now everyone is coming to the party, yeah?
Ashley,
If Ashley gets hit and stuff, if she gets grabbed. It's not a big deal. Like, you do have to be fairly quick. But see, the autosave comes up here. As soon as the autosave comes up there, load it. She will be grabbed again, probably. Also, by the way, in the notes, there is a hut that I just passed. In the notes, I've written down that there's a chalice in there you can pick up. It's worth 7,000 pesetas. I'm gonna be skipping it here, but you can do the safe route that I explained earlier and pick that up if you really feel you need it. But like, you really don't. We're gonna be picking up some other things that are way easier to get, or less inconvenient to get, no matter the strat later in the castle, so it should be pretty alright. There's gonna be another skip coming up, actually.
Sure is quiet.
Interesting that Ashley didn't get grabbed at all. Because usually, if you reload where I did, she sometimes just gets grabbed. Okay, now. This is gonna be the second skip of this run. Once we enter this this little area here, we will go to the very edge where the boxes are. Take a straight line to it. Also tell Ashley to stay away if she's close to you, because like, she can activate, as far as I know, she can activate autosave as well, which is very annoying. You have to be sort of quick. Just do exactly what I do and you'll get it like every time. Equip the sniper. Go to this corner. Go back here. Look at the ground. Clip yourself into the wall. Walk backwards and to the right until you see the autosave come up. As you might have noticed, the autosave happened while I was scoped in, sort of clipped into the wall. What this allows us to do is, if I load the game now, Leon will be in the wall. And this will allow us to basically walk out of bounds, walk around the entire area and just leave. So we don't have to do the double Bella Sisters mini-boss fight to get the crank. So you see we're in the wall right now. And just watch where I walk. That is the route you want to take. Don't go too far to the right, because then you will clip back inbounds, which you don't want. Don't go too far left either, you will fall out of the map and just fall endlessly. If Ashley gets grabbed here, it's actually really annoying. After these blue metal grates, metal like poles here, you can go back inbounds. Okay, you see the Ashley timer is advancing very, very quickly. So we don't really have time to pick up anything here. Just go to the autosave spot that is about here and reload. Maybe we could have had enough time to pick up stuff and then reload, but I didn't want to risk it. So now it's just a bit of time loss. Just go back and pick up the things. Like this flash here, for example. There's some more stuff back here you can pick up. Like, you know, it's again, it's a surprise what you're gonna get. And some powder here, which, you know, later we will be buying a recipe to craft our own flash grenades. So powder can come in handy quite a bit. Next section, it's another section everyone loves, the Mendez chase sequence.
All right.
I'm sure you've had it a bunch of times where Ashley gets hit, she gets grabbed. It can be a bit torturous, but actually there is quite a safe way to do it that I find to be like pretty reliable. We'll try to do it right here. So as soon as the section starts, just do a 180, run. This first bald guy here, shoot him in the head. shoot her in the head, shoot her in the head, run. Wait until these guys advance, so you get all of them with the barrel. Shoot her in the head as well. Shoot him. Oh, that's nice. We get a double here. Like these, the guy who throws the axe. Very often, if you run a certain way, he will hit Ashley. It's so annoying. But so you see, if you do it relatively safe and you shoot all those guys in the head that I told you to, sometimes at the end there, I got lucky and I hit the guy in the head and I could melee him and his friend. Sometimes you just need to shoot both in the head. You can also try to not do, you can try to YOLO it, it's faster. But really, like, I don't know if it's worth it to gain, let's say, I don't know, 5 seconds. But like, really risk Ashley getting hit or grabbed. So I prefer to do the really sort of safe strat that I just demonstrated here.
Listen, you're the one he wants. If we see him again.
Coming up is yet another skip. I told you, man, this is a very skip heavy chapter. Go up here. Get this red herb. Again, you don't have to pick all this up, but I do here. Go down the stairs, not all the way down. Before you reach the end, face your back towards this wall, look down and scope in. It's our good old friend wall clip. So now we are clipped into the wall. Walk back down the stairs while being clipped in. So keep, press backwards and to the left until you see again the autosave come up right there. It works the same way as the Bella skip did that we just did before. This auto load will put us inside the wall. You see? So now, this can be a bit finicky to do. Just keep in a straight line so you never clip to the right or left of this. At the end, you will reach this little room here, let's say. Walk to the left diagonal and forward as well. So diagonally forward to the left. You will clip into this. Don't hold your diagonal input there. Just continue forward. Otherwise you will clip to the left and clip out too early. Now just continue straight ahead and now go diagonally left out. And then you're in this little area here. And you think, oh, I can't get out of here. Well, yes, you can. Actually, through here and then crouch, it allows you to go through here and out. And we are out. I'll do it a second time just to show you the level geometry again. Because it really can be a bit finicky. So just keep here. Don't go too far to the left or to the right. Always look that objects are clipping into Leon, then you know you're on the right path.
I have something I'll
Yeah, you see now we clipped out to the right. And now we're stuck. Well, we're not stuck, but we are back in bounds, which we don't want. This is good, so now you can see examples of how not to do it as well. I prefer to equip the pistol here just so I can aim and be careful where I walk sometimes. So
I've got some new items in
this,
stock.
and if you follow this line ahead again, there will be this little what looks like a room here. As soon as you enter that, press up and forward and left, so you diagonally walk against the wall until you clip out of the wall again, and then let go of left immediately, so you don't clip all the way out to the left too early. Like this. So diagonal, once you clip, okay, hold. You don't have to stand still, but I'll just do it here to show you where you should be. Now walk forward again until you hit a wall and you can't go forward, and then go left diagonal again, and then you clip into this area here again, and then walk back here, crouch and exit. Okay. Also on this way there's a really scary thing. Oh my god, what is that? It's Mendez. He's BitTorrent Mendez. He is loaded outside the boss room. I guess he's already loaded in, so the game can just port him in, I suppose. There's an emerald here. Just some more treasure. And that is it for this chapter. It's a pretty short chapter actually, with all with like all the skips and stuff. Like I told you, man, this chapter is full of skips. You don't even play most of it. So that's how it goes. That's it for chapter 6. This next chapter oops, has some problematic sequences. First off, as per the notes, there is a nice treasure back here. It's worth 10,000, I think. Which is better than the chalice that we didn't pick up. A bit more out of the way, but I mean, it's just a few seconds.
Welcome. I got something new.
Again, you don't have to go to the merchant here. Not at all.
A deal well struck.
But I'll just do it right now.
Thanks.
Sell all your stuff, again, except the gems and your sniper rifle, because we will be buying this sniper rifle.
Where you gonna put this?
Your pocket. And we will be buying the broken butterfly. It's on offer. And that's it. We're not gonna use it right now, but later it's gonna be very useful. Also, again, don't forget to put the parts on your sniper rifle and equip it. And register it, I mean. Again here, ducking, sprinting up stairs. There's a little part here where the parasite will be coming out in this little room here. Just duck or stop running for a while to get by it more chill. If Ashley gets hit here, it doesn't matter. There's an autosave right there, right here. Just reload that. Up this here, you can just keep running. This Garrador, honestly, it's easier if you just dispose of her. If you can. Here is the cannon, like Skip, you know, you can shoot the cannon from here already. The cutscene plays. Shoot, like, kill this Garrador at some point. Well, a zealot, I should say. These aren't Garradors anymore, but... There's one more up the stairs here. Quick note here that I forgot to mention. Once you kill the first zealot there and progress further, and about when you reach the part where you're about to go up the stairs to kill the second zealot, a third zealot will spawn way behind you where you came from and run towards Ashley and grab her, which is gonna happen right there. Kill him, kill the next one as well, and switch to your pistol. Oh god, where am I running? Oh no. Oh no. The timing is completely fucked up now, but it's okay. You can see what happens if you don't do it perfectly. We'll just be safe here, right? Just do it. Like, do our due diligence here. Jesus Christ. Alright, I guess we have time to like reload, do everything nice and quiet. Typically, when I was trying to run over here and switch to my pistol after killing everyone while running up here, this is what you should be doing. Like, you basically do all this. There's another Garrador here. Kill. Go to the cannon. And after you shot the cannon, you can reload the game. Equip your shotgun and start loading it. Wait here until this Garrador comes here, and then the catapult will hit him. It's pretty funny, in my opinion. Keep to the right, and just keep running with Ashley. Shoot her. All the Garradors that will stand here in this little area, once you exit the cannon, come back from the cannon, like 3 of them will just, they will try to go straight for Ashley. If that happens, shoot them or flash them.
Wow. Look at this.
I think while we're here, we might as well just repair the knife, because that is
This kind of work
shit.
is about finesse. Stranger.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Little bit goes a long way. Come.
Where's the last autosave here? That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so we can do this funny section again. See him get hit by the catapult, which is very funny to me. And then just run past, hope that Ashley doesn't get grabbed. Yeah, speak of the devil.
Drop the girl.
Drop the girl. See to it that that you don't free Ashley too too early. Because if you like rescue her too early, she will be dropped by the Garrador, like around there, behind that wall, and the catapult is hitting there as well. So she'll just be like basically stun locked.
Yeah, thanks.
It's very annoying.
Wow. Look at this.
Welcome. Got some rare things
Knife.
on
Right,
sale,
repair.
so
That's what I
please
wanted.
come back
Okay, equip a flash here. We're gonna need it. Coming up is the first like difficult skip of this run. It's the infamous Garrador Skip, where we're gonna skip through this double door. And you have to do it quickly, because enemies will spawn, we will flash them, and then have to do it in one go. Ideally before the flash effect runs out. And right afterwards is waterhole. So it is a bit like intense. But hey, it's RE4R. So first off, after this cutscene plays here, you're gonna skip it obviously and go straight to the left. Open this drawer and take the treasure, the gold that's in here, and then throw the flash immediately.
Look away.
Equip your sniper. Increase. This is like a small trick that you can use. Most people that I've talked to, what we all do is we have mice that have like a DPI buttons on it. Just increase your DPI so your camera is even faster, like to the point where it's uncomfortable to use as a normal camera. This will greatly help you achieve this skip. I will explain it with words first. I'm sure you've seen videos of it and you sort of know how it goes. It's a really hard skip to explain. It really, like the best you can do really is explain how it works. And then you yourself, you just have to do it a bunch of times until you develop a feeling for it. I use sort of a cheating method, not cheating really, but I haven't figured out a clean way to do it for myself, or I'm too lazy to practice. The way I do it is I position myself, when I go up these steps now, I will position myself to about like this area here. Turn my back towards the wall, aim all the way down, scope in, you know, so we can clip into the door, as I've explained to you what happens when with the scoping. And then in theory, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to do a really quick turnaround, like a really, really, really quick turnaround, and like mash the interact key basically. So you will turn around and still be clipped into the wall and interact with the wall, well, the door. And this should make, like, confuse the game and put you on the other side of it actually, because you are actually interacting with the side that is on the other side, with the side that can be unlocked. That's how it works on a technical level. Like, the game thinks you're effectively on the other side. But you have to be really fast with the turning, and this is why it doesn't really work on console, because the aiming just isn't fast enough. And it's also why we increased the mouse DPI to this uncomfortable degree. So let's see if we can get it, like, sort of first try. Failed once, failed twice. Oh, hit my hand on the hit my hand on something that was on my desk. Doesn't matter. Just try again. And I swear, like, it's placebo, but I swear after the one patch that had the mercenaries, I feel like every skip is now harder. Every like door skip like that is harder to do now. Like, I had like a 9 out of 10 or so success rate before.
Close your eyes.
So place yourself. Well, that's a bit too early, but yeah. See, this time, it was really visible what happens, like in terms of what the game is doing and why this works. You saw me clip through like that. Like, trust me, if you don't get it, like, I just had to do a bunch of tries. If you don't get it the first time or even the 10th time, like, don't worry.
Be careful.
After a while, like, you will develop a feel for it and it will be pretty okay to do. Okay, here,
Leon, they're here.
you can try to just walk past. Well, I guess not quite, but equip your shotgun and jump down here and then reload the save point. As you see, a save point is coming up. Just reload that. It will make the following a lot chiller. Pick up the shotgun shells. Maybe reload on your way here if you aren't full. The next Garradoros here, you will want to shoot them sort of like in the legs. As this is really yeah. Sometimes that happens. I mean, that was on me. I could have predicted that was gonna happen, but man, getting blocked all day today. But just crank it, dude. If you crank it, usually the Garradoros will leave you alone. Like, you can. Oh my god, Ashley almost got sniped here. Oh wow. Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh god. I'm missing all the shots. This is really terrible actually, because usually I do use the shotgun here to fucking hell, to go past everyone. I guess I was a bit too liberal with my shotgun usage earlier, but again here, you see how the enemies will sort of like not be that aggressive once you start cranking it. And I just used the flash here because I didn't feel like having to deal with all that. There's another autosave right here, which you can also reload. What you want to do here is, again, get Ashley up this beautifully painted ledge. Like, we really needed that to know that you can do something here.
You gonna be okay?
Because we all have, like, no brain.
I got this.
Kill, like, a few of these zealots here. unlucky. And just crank it after like killing 2 or 3 of these. Equip sniper. And now there should be one coming out here. And maybe a runner, like another one. Cool. Yeah, this is going like really unclean right now, but again, it's not the end of the world because I can actually show off what is, you know, what you can do here. Having no shotgun ammo here is like actually quite annoying. So I'll reload it. These Garrados here on the floor are especially annoying because they can just mess you up. But luckily the Garrados up top there, they have very little health. Like you can get rid of them in a pretty relaxed way actually. Yeah, and that should be enough. Keep them away from you. Keep in mind that the shotgun in this game can be just used as basically a keep away tool. You don't necessarily need to kill people with it, but even just as a tool to like keep enemies away from you, it's very useful. And once you reach this, like the zealots, they behave like they become very docile for some reason. So you can usually just run to the exit and not have to like worry about Ashley. If you give her a lift up here, I think it's possible to clip through this door so you can get to the other side a bit faster before she actually opens it for you, but you do have to piggyback her up there. That is, otherwise the game sort of, you know, you can't really progress. While she is opening the door, you have time to loot these boxes because you don't have anything to do anyways. And then just continue to the end.
Looks like the right place.
So as you can see, Waterhall can be a bit of a drag. It's a bit hectic, chaotic, especially if you run out of shotgun ammo like I did. I mean, I could have crafted it earlier, but I just didn't think about it. Generally, like Waterhall, you can make it through like sort of pretty quickly, the same speed it feels like almost every time. It's just a bit chaotic, and there's some variables that can be different every time, so it feels a bit dirty and jank and stuff. But I mean, you know, just keep your head up and rush through it as fast as possible. And that's chapter 7 done. Ghosting Hannigan again. Chapter 8. So in the beginning, there's always gonna be a bass here. You can use him for like, again, to be super safe, you can use him for like a free heal. And there's a beetle here too. A lot of people might have missed those. There's like 2 of them, I think, or even more in the game. Also get this scratched emerald here. You can get body armor here already, but we don't really need it right now. Okay, the Red Velodrome. This is a fun one. And by fun, I mean tedious. There are a few strats for this. I'll just do a very straightforward one here first. Just shoot him in the head twice, 3 times, and that kills him. I equipped the shotgun here, just in case I need to like blast my way out, like like so. So 3 headshots in the difficulty here should kill him. Also get this treasure here. Oh god, I don't, yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Duck the grab once again and just leave. Yeah. This happens sometimes, but you know, just leave the room. There's a few other strats how you can do this room. But honestly, just for me personally, doing it like this has been like pretty, like, I don't know, like you know, pretty reliable.
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
We picked up enough keys here that we can even open this now as well. And it's a lot of treasure all in all, but again the clock, so you'll be grabbing quite a bit of treasure here. And then these lithographic stones. The solution here is gonna be the same always. So I mean, you can start however you want. Usually I start up here, rotate that once. That one is already correct. The one on the right, you want to switch those like so, switch those like so, and that's it. You can go like nicely, like clockwise.
That should do it.
It's, again, it's the same every time. It's
Right.
it's not rocket
Need to
science.
find Ashley.
If you do not have any key here and you want another treasure later,
Oh, great.
pick up this key here. It's not out of the way at all. It's right there. After this here, this Ganado comes here with the spider-like plaga. Super disgusting. There's 2 ways of dealing with this. You can either like shotgun him once and just run past, or you can do like the macho strat, which is like just standing there and basically parry him.
Christ.
Like that, and just run past. All right, this is an like a pretty tense section coming up here. If you didn't know, you can shoot these like crates full of stones from within the towers themselves. So we'll be seeing it here. As soon as this bridge lowers, we will go into the first tower and across all these walls, these ramparts here. The first one we can shoot from within with a pistol. The second one you can just shoot normal. The third one you have to nade, and then that's it. And I will just be running through and giving you a play-by-play of what to do and what to expect. Let's try to get this. It's a lot at once, but should be alright. This group of enemies here, super annoying sometimes. Like, I think it's cool when the well, maybe not. I was about to say when the guy with the scythe runs ahead and at you first. Like, usually that's a good sign in my opinion, but I guess this time it wasn't. Up this ladder, you have to be quick. Position yourself next to the door here, and you shoot like, oh god, like that. You shoot that area. Pull the lever. That's important. Pulling the lever is actually important. Shoot this, equip your grenade. From here you want to go basically just through, hope no one hits you. Throw the nade to the outside. Fuck. Yeah, that was okay actually. That was very risky. Usually you have to aim the grenade in a way that you can actually see that it will 100% land on the other side, on that little island out there. where it actually did land. But usually you want to make sure that the throwing arc that the game shows you actually shows it going through the grate and outside and land there. And then the explosion radius is big enough to destroy the crate full of stones to open the gate. And that's gate skip basically. You can do it faster and cleaner, but more or less that's how it's done. So now on this difficulty, you can just keep running. I don't think I've ever had that Gigante hit me with the stones here if I just keep running. Apparently if you play 120 FPS, his aim is better. Also these archers here. Okay, sorry. This door will be open if you... Man, I just jinxed it. This door will be open if you pull the lever before leaving, like I told you that you should. Oh god, we did not get the treasure, did we? Yeah. That's what that key was for. Okay. Go up here. Sometimes this woman that we just threw over our shoulder, sometimes she will be there. And jumping down the ladder and will actually push us down. Ooh, that was like risky. After doing this, just
Open for traffic.
you could use the cannon if you're quick enough. You have time to use the cannon and kill these zealots here on the stairs, but. Yeah, we have a heal, it's fine. Do we? Oh. Man, I really was reckless so far. Pretty risky strats and all. Not risky strats, but just sloppy. But that's okay. I mean, coming up is the maze.
Ashley,
Which there is at least one first aid spray guaranteed. It's a bit out of the way, but it's okay. Yeah, and that's that chapter. I mean, all things considered, it's a pretty short one. Two major sticking points is the whole the gate skip sequence, and the red zealot room where we have to get the lantern from his cold, dead body. Yeah, and that's it for this chapter. Alright, next chapter, the maze.
He's in trouble. We can't just.
The maze has an interesting strategy at the end to get out of the maze. You will see, we'll be using a flash. Okay, first get the first aid spray, because again we don't need it, but that dog, man. The dogs in this maze in general are very annoying. You can, if you want to be, actually fast, you can most certainly YOLO this section in a certain way. But honestly, for the purposes of this demonstration here, and to keep it safe, like, ooh, that's a lucky drop. Like,
keep coming.
you can kill them both through here, right? So if you shoot the one in front in the head, through the head, and they will hit the one behind them as well. So that's like nice. There's this one jumping out here. Technically you can ignore him for now and just shoot him, like give him like a shotgun shot later. Oh no, sorry, that's the other one. This one, kill him. Equip your shotgun, because the other one that was scratching on the fence is gonna come through now. Get all the treasure here. The dog is gonna come. Just finish him off. That takes care of most of them here. Like honestly, when it comes to dogs in video games, they're always
Yeah.
terrible, right? And we wanna, you know, keep it as like safe and consistent as possible. So I will not YOLO this and ignore them, run past them. It's a bit too risky for my taste right now. If you have a nade left over here, there's there's another one jumping out here. About, oh yeah, no, sorry, I totally went the wrong way. There's another one here jumping out. Cool, got a crit, I think. Take out a nade because it's just chiller, and there's a flash. Get that, right? That takes care of him. I think it's worth to spend those grenades and stuff just to, you know, to have less of a headache later. Man, that was like... I almost did not shoot him. So, and now it's just important that at this point you have at least one flash in your inventory, which we do. And ideally you also would want, well, either 2 flashes at this point or a flash and a nade. And you'll see why. Okay, now when these zealots here spawn, you can basically ignore them, honestly. Like you can, because just go down. Maybe you can potentially wait a bit so that bald one doesn't try to lunge at you. But once you have did this, you will keep this one for last, right? So make sure you do this one last, obviously. Because this will provoke an autosave, which you can use in case you fuck up at this, with this, what I'm about to do here. As soon as you go up these steps, enemies will de-aggro, will not go towards you. They still want to grab Ashley. If you throw a flash through here,
Shit!
at a certain point, look at Ashley's indicator. It comes towards us and then goes like down. As soon as it goes down like that, flash. Run in here and it will reset Ashley and... oh, she's here. Instant transmission. This strat is godlike. I love it. Because like it makes this entire... the end of this sequence so much easier. Also this treasure, it's important. You should get it. Now the reason why I said you should have 2 flashes or 1 flash and a grenade at the end, by the end of the maze section, it's because of that. First you need a flash for Ashley, and here comes the next skip, which you would need either a flash or a grenade for. As you might remember, when you walk over this bridge here, there will be a zealot spawning here, coming out and pulling a lever, and it puts you down, and it's, you know, a whole circus. Luckily, the nice people at Capcom made it so you can actually circumvent this. This zealot will spawn after a certain distance. You see these markings here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you reach the 4th one, roughly, it will initiate, and then maybe half a second later the cutscene will start. So once you reach the 4th decoration here on the bridge, just throw a nade onto that like balustrade thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, throw it. It's super consistent. Like just mind the decorations on this bridge and you are Gucci. We are actually full of resources right now. Dude, 2 heavy grenades already? It's godlike. On the way back here, we can just use a flash because we have 2 flashes, which is like luxury, dude. Just throw another flash. Flash all these guys. And you can like pretty easily make it past. There's another autosave here, so in case Ashley doesn't catch up. Yeah, she got grabbed. Cool. Typically we want to flash these guys so she doesn't get grabbed. But, you know.
Fuck.
That's weird. I don't remember ever seeing that animation from Leon. Listen to them flirt a bit.
Old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
Yeah. Okay, knights.
Ashley, stay up.
By the way, the
Okay, be careful.
like the oh, what's the word? Fucking hell, English, huh?
Come on, you can't be serious.
I'm sorry, I'm totally blanking on the English word for what I want to say right now. The order of things, how we get all these heads and stuff. In my opinion, it doesn't matter too much. I always do it in the order that I'm doing it right now. So the goat head first, then the night room, and yeah. Also, Ashley totally just wasted that lantern. Typically, if you don't stand in the middle of the room, she will not throw those. And one close-up shotgun shot, like, kills them usually. And now for the last one. Stand in the middle here and try to get Ashley to throw this thing. Yeah, perfect, nice. Please walk into it, come on. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but... Hello? Okay, once you have exposed them all, like that, typically, I mean, ideally, you would have it in a way so that all three of them are getting caught by the fire that Ashley throws. And you can kick all three of them, and then, no matter how you do it, once all three of them are exposed the last, just throw a flash, and that will kill all three of them at once. It's like pretty much the most efficient way to do that last one. Nighty night. Nights.
You sure you're alright? You're not burned, are you?
I mean, we have some time, we can loot the room, at least get the flash grenade here. Maybe some magnum ammo would be awesome to get, but... Yeah. What's this? Handgun ammo, yeah. The reason why I say this is because the Salazar fight that is coming up in a while, I think is a lot chiller if you have 6 magnum, another heavy grenade. Holy shit.
You don't think they're gonna move, do you?
Okay, now, an important thing here. Before we finish this chapter, get this treasure as well. Again, you don't have to, but like I done told you, it's a lot of treasure hunting in this. Keep in mind that you don't want to use more of these rectangular stones. So you need at least one of them after the double Garrador room, which is coming up, of course. And at least one of all these, well, not all 3, but you need at least one of 2 different stones here. Because later we're going to be picking up the crown, and we want to, you know, sell it for maximum profit. Sell all the treasure that we have here, which is actually quite a lot. Damn. And with this money here, we are gonna buy the rocket launcher. I hope we have enough. No, we definitely don't. Actually, yeah, craft more flash. We got so many so many heavy grenades. Yeah, that should be enough.
Welcome. I've got something new.
I'm just gonna repair the knife.
Will that
Get
be
the
all
rocket
then?
launcher.
I'll hand this over when you've got the space.
Oh no, we
All my
don't have
wares
enough.
are in tip-top shape,
Um,
I assure you.
you know, it's a bit blasphemous, right? But, well, actually, just sell a heavy grenade.
Not bad.
Because for the upcoming strats, I mean, it's if we were on hardcore right now, having 3 heavy grenades here would be godlike for the Garrador room. But we don't need them really. We only need 1 heavy grenade at least. Once we reach chapter 15, we have to have a heavy grenade. Which you will see why.
Huh. The dining hall.
Eat here?
No thanks. Ah, this fucking... Sometimes Ashley is just really...
No problem.
how should I say? Educationally subnormal? She's not that good at following orders sometimes.
Looks like we figured it out.
There is also a red herb in this room at the end, at the last table, but I already have a full inventory right now, so... And I don't think I can really... Yeah, I only have 1 heal. That is so interesting, like usually my inventory looks very different here. Usually it's the other way around, usually I have too many heals. And not other things. But I guess that's how it goes sometimes with Resident Evil 4. Like the way everything is randomized in your drops and stuff. Alright, the Ashley section. Everyone's favorite. One of the last animal heads on the right side in this hallway will fall down and scare her. As soon as it starts falling, you can press right click
Don't scare me like that.
and that will stop the animation. Don't do it too early though, otherwise you will keep having to press right click until you reach the clock. The puzzle here is 11:04. And by doing that, we will skip a large part of the Ashley section. Again, nice of the developers to design it in such a way that you don't have to engage in this sequence too much, because, you know, it's not that fun. On replay, it's not that fun. I should have really thought about that for Resident Evil 8. House Beneviento is awesome the first time, but on replays, fucking hell. Just tedious. That's how you kill a speed game right after birth. Have sequences like that that are too long. Here
Didn't I just say I was done?
the quickest order of pulling things is right, then 1 on the left, then another 1 on the left, right here. It'll also like avoid the knights in a nice way, to a degree, and then the last on the right. If you're scared that they're gonna hit you, which you know they will insta-kill you, just do this, right? Just stun them with your light. Doesn't lose a lot of time, and it's better to be safe than sorry, right? This puzzle here also, it's very straightforward. You do the one in the middle first, do this one next, and then, you know, the last one. The camera is a bit annoying here because it, like, the game forces you to look this way.
No, don't go out.
And then now we can turn the camera. It's a bit cumbersome, but it's not too bad. It's cool how you can see the pluggers here inside
Good nights.
the knight's armor. On the left, you could see it earlier. This one here, I just run straight at him and then around him to the right. This one will never hit you, just run directly straight. Go in here, nothing's gonna happen to you. They are scary. This one, avoid him, just run to his right. I like to approach him on his left and then run to the right. It feels like that's more consistent. I don't know if it actually is, but it feels that way. Go right here, left here. Well, I mean, it's obvious, you see where I'm going. But yeah, just head straight for the exit, basically. You really do not need to fear these knights, just run past them. Resi 1 vibes with this golden medallion here, emblem. And yeah, run to the end. And that's chapter done. Coming up is the novice room. I'm sure a lot of us who are familiar with the original were scared or anticipatory about, oh man, what are the novice gonna be like in this game? Turns out they're actually not that bad. The novice in this game are arguably less bad than in the original. Just kill these ones here. Time for another like door skip. But this one is a lot chiller. Before we go in here, I want to tell you what I'm gonna do in the novice room. We will do nothing but running straight to all the points that we want to leave this and go to the double Garrador room. Make sure you have at least one flash, we have quite a bit. And there is one special technique that I will be showing you here to go through the novice room. It's not proven whatsoever that it actually does anything, but I do feel it does something. And it is angling the camera dead straight up and running through the room that way. I really do feel that novice attack me less when I do this. Might be complete placebo, might be utter bullshit, but I think it works. And even if it doesn't actually work, the fact that I believe it does makes me feel safer running through here. So that's all that matters. So, and if it feels safer to you too, then hey, just do it. Alright, sniper clip. Like I explained before, angle yourself back towards the door, aim low, turn around, mash, and you see this one we got at first try. It's weird, like it's just weird. It's just weird, man. Like, okay, straight ahead. The cool thing is that the landmarks that we need to see, like this ladder, are very nicely visible, even when looking straight down, straight up. And here you can just follow the ceiling, right, where the hallway, where the way is. The good thing is that things that you can interact with by pressing the use key, you don't need to look at them actually. You can just, as long as Leon is angled towards them, it works. Oh god, where am I? Yeah, you see, that's like the problem with this strat, is like you don't quite see the layout of the room, obviously, but as soon as you made it to the second switch over here, up the stairs, it's pretty chill actually to navigate here, I feel like. Dude, it's so scary. You see all these fucking bugs are just thirsting for our blood. But, oh, Yeah, okay. I mean, that wasn't too bad. You know, getting hit like, what, twice? And now we have no heals left. Should be okay. Okay, now, for the double Garrador room, there's actually two ways to, there's two ways to get through it. One is with the sniper and one is with the magnum, which I totally forgot to register. We have 4 extra magnum shots. Right? No, 2 extra. 4 extra. Which is precisely enough. We only really need to use 4 magnum shots in the next room to kill both Garradors. It's enough. 2 for each, if you hit the weak point precisely. I think. Maybe I'm talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure. It takes 2 magnum shots or 4 sniper shots. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because Salazar is a lot easier to do, in my opinion, a lot more consistent and easier if you have 6 shots in your magnum. Of course, if you have enough money and stuff, you can, for sure, sell your broken butterfly to the merchant right before Salazar, and then buy it back. You know, then you have a full magazine or a full drum. But let's just go for the magnum strat here. The sniper strat works pretty much the same actually as the magnum strat. It's just a bit different. But in essence, you'll be doing the exact same thing. So walk around here, grab the flash, throw a flash, equip to the magnum, run to the middle of the room in front of this locked door here. Terrible aim. So we've got him. Throw a second flash. Ideally, the Garrador should be somewhere else, the second one. But hey, can't have everything. Oh god. It's very unusual. I've never had him, like... turn around like that. Yeah, I'm dead. Usually, the way it works is that the Garrador will be, like the second one will be like in the middle of the room in front of the table. And he's right there, you can flash him. But you know what? It's actually good, we can just do it again.
Great. There's 2 of them.
Throw the flash, take out the magnum. Go over here. Hit him twice like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, I was so sure he was gonna... Fucking hell. I was so sure he was... Because I hit the bell. I was so sure he was gonna go just straight for the bell. You know, this is how it goes sometimes on certain runs and stuff. You just get massively just wrecked by the game. But I mean, that's the reality of speedrunning video games, really. We had just enough time to do it here. And that's, yeah, see, this is how this is supposed to go, alright? Just 2 magnum shots for each. Sometimes this Garrador, while he dies, he will, you know, flail around and hit Granados, which is nice. Yeah, she lunges sometimes here, but... You know, I know judo, so... Do a judo throw. Peace. Okay, down the depths. It's time for our next skip. look down here with the sniper rifle. Scope in. He will not scope in properly, that's just what's gonna happen. And then walk backwards while holding backwards. Go to the left, like that, alongside this wall. So now we clipped in and an autosave happened, as you saw. If we load this autosave, we will be in the wall. You see? Now you have to orient yourself a bit, walk here. If you just walk straight like that, you can just grab this green herb, run around it, and follow this way. You can't really fall out of bounds here. It's a really forgiving out of bounds like trick here. And then come back to this area. What this does is it skips this entire thing where you have to shimmy through here and then, you know, push this aside and get some dialogue. It's really, you can skip all that. So here, there's this little tunnel here that you have to climb through. If you remember, if you crouch here and then now press forward or F, Leon will, like, he's like in a set animation, in like a dead set, like crouching and walking forward animation through this little tunnel here. But if we shimmy the camera and flick the camera to the right really quickly, you don't need to do the DPI trick here like you do for other skips. If you just flick your camera to the right and press F, we will just go through the wall. It's actually really easy, this one. This is one of the easiest probably like skips or glitches in this game to do. So you do the normal crouching animation and now we are in the wall. Now we go through here to the left, a bit more to the left, and keep straight. If you're unsure where to go, you can always look at the map here. Go through all these rocks and go through here. Now, you can get back in bounds, just walk there and then you can walk up the steps and do your normal way as you're used to. Or you can do the super swag strat and walk around like this, stay underground, grab the crown, which is a bit awkward to get from below. I don't know why, but getting the crown is like, come on, getting the crown is like really awkward. So you remember this gap here, there's like a little animation that plays. Like Leon kicks it down and stuff. You can skip all that by just like crouching through here and then grabbing the ladder from below and he'll just emerge from the ground. So it is a bit faster because it skips that animation. Well,
give me a break.
It is faster if you can grab the crown fast enough so it doesn't actually lose time. Here's some more loot that you can get. A red herb would be sick. Yeah. Well, we already had one, but... Pretty important here, there's a red barrel here. Take that. Because now we have the crown, right? And we can put, so as you see, we have exactly 3 of these gemstones. The route is planned out so far that this actually works perfectly. And then you could put this in here. I mean, you don't have to, how should I say? You don't have to put this in here. Because actually during the Verdugo fight or after we can get this yellow one. And this will give us a full 100,000 pesetas. So actually, I don't even know why I did it right now. Important part is equip the rocket launcher here. And this is why we got the rocket launcher. Or actually, you can just reload the Magnum. The entire reason why we bought the rocket launcher one chapter earlier is so we can have it here. And you might think to yourself, oh yeah, you know, I can just save my inventory a bit and buy the rocket launcher right before this boss fight, because there's a merchant right there, right? You would be right about that. Also, you can skip this with right click again. You would be right about that if it weren't for the fact that rockets don't restock until, like, you can't get a rocket every chapter. Rockets restock at longer intervals. So if you buy a rocket here, you cannot buy one in the next chapter, where we will also use a rocket to make one area a bit faster. Yeah, get Verdugo to spawn. Press, make him some ice cream, bro. And that's it. Grab his monocle.
Peace and quiet.
You know, it's pretty fancy. The green herb, you can mix it. You would think this is a door you can clip through, but you cannot actually. I don't know why. But so you see, with the rocket launcher, you really trivialize this whole section. And like I said, here in this treasure chest will be a yellow diamond. And there's also first aid spray and gunpowder here. This yellow diamond, see now, I didn't even have to do anything with the crown before, but so you see here, 100,000. That's like a pretty nice sum. Also, if you're low on resources, in this room over there is full of crates, and you can get some pretty sick drops from there if you're lucky, like magnum ammo or, you know, stuff like that. And that is the end of this chapter.
Why help me though?
Next chapter starts exactly how the last one ended. With the rocket launcher. What the fuck, man? Yeah.
No need to be welcome.
Remember the crown that we built? Gonna sell this and the monocle.
Stranger.
It's quite a bit of money.
I'll pay
Stranger.
a pretty penny for that.
You hear that? He will pay a pretty penny for that.
My wares are in
Rocket
check.
launcher.
It's not my place to say, really, but
Also, you know
sometimes
what?
things are more interesting.
I haven't bought the body armor yet. I guess it's not necessary for this.
Still have stone, get
I can do it
yourself
afterwards.
killed
Get some money.
A little hard for me to put my faith in someone who used.
The reason we use the rocket launcher here, you will see.
Umbrella's done for. You don't need to worry about them anymore.
You didn't answer my question.
Don't exactly know where to stand here to make this safe. Oh god, Louis will die. Yeah, that way you completely skip having to go this way and get the TNT and all that.
Just a researcher.
Which is a really nice nod again to the original, because in the original that's exactly how it worked too. In the original there's a room where miners are and stuff, like not kids but like people who mine, you know. And you have to get some TNT there, put it in the, like get it from a cart, explode a rock. Same thing here, but same thing here really, just a bit more difficult. But you, in both games, like in the original as in the remake, you can just skip it by just shooting an RPG at the rock, at the barricade. So that's pretty sick that they did that, like as a nod. Doble Gigante boss fight. As a fairly consistent strat here, at least in the beginning. As soon as the boss fight starts, You're gonna use a flash and some pistol shots, and that's it. As soon as the fight starts, you walk a bit around, maybe over here. Don't go too far away from the little control panel. Make sure that one Gigante, the unarmored one, stands on the grate. Kill him like this. As soon as he falls in, you have some time to just loot stuff here. It's actually pretty chill. This will often happen, don't worry about it. Just heal. There's a nade here, cool. You don't need this actually, but that's okay. Let him follow you here, that's actually pretty good. Oh no. Because right here is where we need him to be actually. If you stand underneath his ass like that, he can never hit you. Oops, like this. If you stand here between his feet underneath his ass, if you stand at that point, he will try to swipe at you or like stomp you, and he'll just not hit you. It's like a completely safe spot to stand. Just make sure that whenever he does an attack animation, return back to that position between his legs and you're completely safe. It's actually pretty cool. Pretty neat. Okay, now that Luis will throw the TNT. It's like some Tom and Jerry fucking cartoon. After he throws this onto the Gigante's back, walk where I do and just shoot it. Walk over here and shoot it. He will stand on the grate, as you can see, and then we'll just dunk his ass into the lava. And that's it. Re-equip the sniper, maybe reload your pistol if you want. Re-equip the sniper. And after you piggyback Luis up here, you can actually clip the door. It's a bit faster than having him open it for you. But it's a hard one to clip through again. Like, it's a bit of a gimmick today, how some skips we get first try. Well, okay, still got it, cool. Even though we failed it a bunch of times, it's still faster than when he opens the door for you. So it's worth it to try at least. Also here, when you get to the minecart section, when you get to the minecart section, you have time.
Of course they did.
Before Luis gets into the cart, you have time to just stab these skulls. I think that's pretty like a fun minigame to do before it starts. Like, it doesn't do anything, but it's pretty funny.
Give us a push, Sancho.
Who are you calling Sancho?
There, it's moving. This should speed things up a bit.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, we're in a hurry, right? Oh, by the way,
What now?
you like thrill rides? Going off the rails! Hey!
I felt like it's more appropriate to just play some Donkey Kong Country music here, because there's not really anything to say in this sequence. It's a complete auto-scroller. Well, you can't really, like, there's no trick to make it faster or anything like that, so. There's also like another treasure here that's optional to pick up in this chest here. A flagon that you can get. I should have actually prepared this beforehand. But of course I didn't. Aren't ads just the worst? I wish there was an ad block for the Steam overlay browser. You can just shoot him whenever he like prepares to attack, and it'll stagger him. I just want to see if the music lines up here.
What? Are you serious?
Kind of. Wasn't as cool as I hoped it would be. Oh yeah. This section can be went through pretty quickly as well. Like, some of the novies, like, you just have to shoot them. I just use the shotgun here usually, honestly, because the riot shotgun is so strong that it's really worth it to use it here. Also, this TMP ammo, get the fuck out of here.
I hate insects. Take care of them. I knew
Wow. Dickhead.
Stay sharp. These guys have camouflage.
Yet another treasure that is here. Man, we are so rich. Again, I use the good old lookup strat here for the novice. Yeah, just go to the end. To the Krauser knife fight. Which is actually not a cutscene in this game, but an actual boss fight. As soon as the door like closes, you can skip this.
Are you being controlled by that cult?
Man, that's terrible. I want to show you something actually. Right when you start that boss fight, you can attack him once and then immediately parry. It should actually work every time, but yeah, like that, you see? Like you can save yourself. You can save yourself like one.
Choice. Too slow. That all you got? No mercy.
This is such an annoying attack because like you have to do this at the end there. It's not really. I just stabbed his head, by the way, here. I parried that shit. That's bullshit.
But that doesn't give you the right to hurt innocent people. You're still a kid, holding on to fantasies of what's right and wrong.
Yeah, let's just stab his head, dude. Just stab his head, parry him, and then you get the good ending. It's not really much more to it, honestly. There's not really any special tricks and stuff. Like, just be prepared to parry and to evade, and yeah, just hit him. There is a thing about he will sometimes parry you, and it costs a bit of time and it's annoying. It takes like pace, it takes pace out of the fight. Like it sort of kills the flow of the fight. I think the way I generally avoid that is whenever he like recoils from you, or after a melee attack I do on him, like after I do the, you know, the interact melee prompt, I give him some time to recover and stand up properly first. Usually in the beginning of those, if I attack him immediately again, while he's recovering, he will parry me. So I try to avoid that, so I can just get more hits in and not get parried. And that's basically all there is to this boss fight and this entire chapter, really. Except the Gigante fight, but the rest is... it's very straightforward.
You won't get away with this, Krauser.
You can pick up that red herb, and this one I guess too, during the boss fight. And you can do it without losing time too, which is pretty neat. I actually need quite a bit of shotgun ammo in the next section. I only have one flash. Could be better, but Yeah, okay. How much gunpowder do we have? Nothing. One flash, 2 nades. Yeah, okay. While we're at it, actually, I'm gonna register the heavy nade. Now it's time for probably one of the least fun chapters, in my opinion. Except for the very end, which is very fun. Or at least very funny. But this chapter is a bit...
Where's the clock tower?
I don't know, it's a bit jank.
Hang in there, Ashley.
I don't like it that much. It's cool, but... there's much better ones out there. Which one is your favorite chapter? Comment down below. I'm just messing with you. Fucking YouTube shows.
Shit.
I'm not sure if I like actually Salazar being a bit more serious in this game and less like cartoony villain. I kinda like that in the old one. Ooh. Full Nelson, dude. Remember in Dragon Ball when Goku did this to Piccolo? Sorry, Goku did this to Raditz, and then Piccolo killed both Goku and Raditz with the... what do they call it in English? Special beam cannon? See, in the German version it was just called the Hell Spiral. Or in the Japanese, so the Makan Kosampo. Dude, I dug that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, see this, oh my god. Like, there's a reason why I feel like this section is pretty unfun. Yeah, especially because of those scythe guys. Like, they can be so nasty. I believe there is a faster way to get up there. Let's try it. Let's risk it. No, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Yo, you can stand up to here and avoid the rolling ball. That's amazing. Okay, here. Pull the lever. Go straight down. Activate the lever immediately. This will have a red zealot spawn down here, and he gets killed by the boulder. Then you don't have to worry about him standing here. That's a little strat here for you. There's also treasure that we definitely don't need, but there's treasure like here that you can get. Yeah, you can get that treasure. If you are short on anything, or if you feel like you need some more money. Really, don't be afraid to just switch to your shotgun, right? And push everyone off. Like, this is your elevator, this is your lift. Don't let anyone get onto it. I'm doing it pretty sloppy actually here, but that's okay. The red zealot will spawn here on that catwalk. Shoot him in the head twice, that'll take care of him. Where is this no good low life? Oh. This has some AoE up to here, you can like stagger these guys up top. That's pretty good if you catch them in the head and they fall down like that.
Sorry, let's take it.
But I do feel the lift... Jesus man, I've really not been paying attention. I do feel the lift is a lot... Yo, what are you doing here? I feel the lift is a lot more chill in this game than it was in the original. Oh, Jesus, man. Dude, everyone... I just had everyone land on my lift today. It's pretty shameful, but it's okay. So right here, you don't need to shoot these guys at all. But again, if you want to be safe, you do it. Also, these rickety planks here, also yet yellow diamond here. These rickety planks, what I do is usually I sprint a bit and crouch, sprint and crouch. Like, I have never fallen down that way. Just don't sprint for longer than like a second or two. There's a yellow herb here and a first aid spray up top here. Feel free to grab those, just so you know. That one is always here. And a third zealot is gonna spawn there where her friends were. I think I should make a save here, because it did happen to me before that I did something with the egg that I didn't that I shouldn't have. But again, these enemies here are very squishy. Okay, here, this is the entire reason why we saved the golden egg in the very beginning of the run. This is the reason why. You equip this. Equip the egg. Very, very important. Incredibly important, in fact. Yeah, maybe reload the shotgun here. Be very careful if you click on the egg and you want to equip it. Compared to most weapons, the first prompt that comes up is use and not equip. So please do not eat the golden egg.
And so, I have delivered the girl to you.
Actually, I like this cutscene.
Do tell our Lord to not forget the loyalty of his servant, Ramon.
Ashley!
Such a fool, Mr. Kennedy, to have been bestowed with Lord Sattler's.
You talk too much.
Failed.
Pretty good. So after the boss fight starts, here comes the cool thing with the egg. You throw the egg in his fucking face, and it will do like 60% damage or something to him. It's ridiculous. And stun him. So the goal is egg him in the face, take out the magnum, 6 shots point blank to the head, and that should finish him off. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dead. You see, that's like the super chill way to do it. I'll show you another way to do it. The egg is for sure the best way. I mean, the egg, you're gonna use the egg regardless. But egg and 6 magnum shots is like, it's pretty buff. What you can also do is egg, 2 sniper shots, a knife, and then more sniper. Like, or 2 magnum shots. That, you know, we only had 2 magnum shots, right? If we didn't pick up any magnum shots on the way, the Garradors will make it so we only have
Watch your language,
oops.
my lord.
The Garradors will make it so we only have the Garradors will make it so that we only have 2 magnum shots left if we use if you use the Magnum to kill the 2 Garradors, then you only have 2 Magnum shots left, and that's what you can do. So stun them with the egg, 2 Magnum shots, 1 knife like QTE, and then snipe the rest. And if you can't one cycle snipe him like that afterwards, then do the rest with the shotgun here like I did. It costs more time, but it still works. That's it, I think. Like, that's... you can mix and match. Like, you can also do egg. I think you can even do egg, 2 Magnum, 1 sniper, and then the knife. I think you have enough time if you do it quickly. And you can mix and match like that. Just the egg is the most important thing, right? Yes. Yeah, that's basically how it goes usually. I'll do it again with just the Magnum, as I didn't get an autosave now. So egg, Magnum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, even 5 did it this time. That's nice. Take his Lip Rouge, because we can sell that. By the way, there is a new skip that was found like just an hour or two before I sort of started recording this, I think. Or I only saw it then. You can skip the elevator that is coming up. I have not watched the video of how to set it up, but I'll just freestyle it and see if we can do it. There's an autosave that happens above here after the steps, but apparently this autosave in this is different than all the other autosaves in the game. Like it happens delayed or something like that. So you run past and then angle yourselves towards the... well, let's just try it, eh?
Ashley, no time to lose.
I think I was too late, but let's see. Apparently there's something about it delays or something. Yeah, I didn't do it. No matter. I mean, it's a very new skip, and honestly, when it comes to like this guide being more for beginners and stuff, you don't really need to do that. Like, sure, it saves like 30 seconds. It's a big chunk of time. But I wouldn't say it's as important as, like, I think all the most important skips that we have so far are in this. Like Mendez Skip, Bella Skip, Garrador Skip, and the Chapter 14 skip that we will be doing when we get there.
Krauser, where do you think you're taking her?
So if you do the clip in the wall up there, you can skip this entire elevator ride, which is pretty cool. Oh god, I totally was spacing out right there.
Perfect. Won't have to swim after all.
Alright lads, chapter 13, the home stretch. Only 3 chapters left. The island is pretty action-packed. There's a lot of things happening. Usually this first part here, as you might know from casual playing, you have to do the whole rigmarole and go through, activate and deactivate the turrets and so on, so you can get through. But, you know, shoutouts to other runners who have found a neat skip here. Also jump down this ledge running. Good to hear. Dude, that guy always shouts that sentence, it's so funny. Kill this guy, please, because he, well, he can piss in your soup. But when JJ comes here, let this cutscene play out. Run up here. Let him get close to you. Yeah, I'm dead. That's really bad. They threw Molotov and everything. Timing was off. The head didn't explode off the archer, which is pretty bad luck, honestly. So if you reload it like that, and that's how the enemy layout is in this map. Again, let this cutscene play out. Go up the steps. Wow. Go up the steps, that was really unlucky. And have JJ come close to you. If you can. Please, JJ, do something. Please. I beg you. You're a genuine dick sucker. Turret stuck. JJ, please. I can't get any closer. Wow, what a cunt. What an absolute cunt. Dude, usually... Dude, I don't know what's going on this time, but usually this is this is honestly like pretty reliable. I swear. I'm not making this up. Usually you can just go through... Damn it. Let this cutscene play out again. Now the baseball guy wants to hit us. Yeah. I pressed. Oh, well. Thanks, game. Cool. Have him aggro into this. And wait the rhythm for the gun to end. And then you can run past. Okay, that was way harder than it should have been. This guy here, just shoot him. Because, well, he still got us, but sometimes he's really annoying. I guess you could just equip the shotgun and shoot him in the legs while running past. And this guy that comes through at you over the bridge, you could just run to his to the right of him and avoid him. This entire part here, there's a cutscene here that sadly places you behind these bricks, which is a bit annoying, but just remember to press to the right and continue. You'll throw it here, climb over this, shoot this. If you do this, it will stagger these two guys here. It makes it a bit more consistent to run past them, I find. And then just run through the level.
This is where they're keeping Ashley?
You don't need to look at your ammo too much right now, because we are nearing the end, and we don't have too many... We honestly don't have too many combat encounters left. So you can take it pretty liberal here. You can be pretty liberal with ammo. No. That was just bad timing here. Open the door. Again, you can do this room like pretty quickly. I guess just, you know, shoot him out of the way. If you want to get back here, like just, you know, don't get caught in the dynamite. And this next part here is actually pretty chill. There is a bull man waiting down there. But honestly, it's like... It's pretty straightforward. This guy, for whatever reason, he always runs over there. I don't know why. But you can just run straight to the ladder. You can completely ignore these guys. Ignore this guy as well. You can run through all of this, like, pretty reliably. I don't think I've ever been hit while running through here. This guy will step out, and there you go. Now, the infamous oven man that is in here, the next room in the kitchen. I see a lot of people shooting at him, but honestly, just keep left. Turn left here. You can just avoid him like that. You don't need to actually shoot him or do anything like that. Okay. Regenerators. These guys are fairly creepy. Capcom again did a good job like updating them for this current game. I feel like, at least. I think they're pretty scary. Pretty intimidating. Also for your run, because avoiding their hits is sometimes not that reliable, but you know, we have some heals. Actually, not really. But, well, good enough, I guess. This puzzle here, activate 3 times in the first slot, 2 times in the second slot, and then go over and press power. So basically the puzzle solution here is like 3, 2, 0, and then activate. It's pretty straightforward. Grab the key card, run like this around the regenerator. That will avoid his attack almost every time. Yeah, sometimes if he hits you like that, it's just shit out of luck. Like avoiding his attack is pretty difficult. But luckily, I have a strat for you for the freezing room regenerator. You only really need to ever avoid this regenerator here. Yeah, like that. Like if you like walk a circle around him, or like, you know, you initiate his attack and then run in front of him to either side, you can avoid his attack like pretty reliably. The freezer room. Equip your sniper rifle here. Important. To do this, the card, this will initiate this cutscene where the regenerator spawns. As soon as he spawns, turn around 180, face the wall with your back, and scope in and walk backwards like this. It's the good old like sniper scope glitch. Because a lot of enemies, when we are clipped into the wall like this, they like sort of like they don't see us. They will not attack us because we are like outside the map, sort of. So that's like a pretty cheesy strat to get across this. The blinking, you hear this, like it does. After the second beeping it does, you can take out the card. So just unscope, mash, use, run. Like he will hit you here, sometimes he'll even grab you. I think it's honestly cooler if he grabs you because you can just like knife him as a defense. Here again, run to his right, run to the left. Yeah, well, sometimes he'll just do that attack and he'll just hit you. I could have parried it, I suppose, but I didn't. We don't really have a lot of ammo left, but you know, again, I told you we'll be doing it safe here. So what that means, in effect, is I mean, who are you gonna throw me to? Okay, he's not dead, I guess. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Heal. And I will throw a flash here. I don't care. I have... Again. Really? He's a bit annoying to deal with because he has, as you see, he has like armor. You can loot some stuff here if you want. Like you saw me pick up the yellow herb there. Yeah, do we need another flash? I guess I'll make one just to be sure, because we will get some sniper ammo here in this room. And there's a flash for free. The strategy for this next room is similar to the freezer room regenerator. Also, we'll just be looting this room because there's some herbs and stuff in here that I will just take for safety reasons. See, we can do a whole cocktail here, which is nice. Also make some shot... well, never mind. Yeah. So, grab the bioscope here. Equip it on your sniper. Because we need it to figure out which regenerator has the wrench. It's completely random. Of course it was the last one. To make it a bit easier on yourself, you see how... I'm sure you're aware of this. Like, you can shoot multiple like parasites at once. You see how like we got two at once here. It's pretty cool. Like, if you line them up, you can shoot 2 parasites at once. I mean, it's one of the achievements in the game, so I'm sure you are aware of it, but in case you weren't. And again here, with the keycard thing, we can do again the same thing as we did before in the freezer room. While this card is being rewritten, just go over here, clip into the wall, and like, you should be super safe. Yeah, watch me say that and then get hit by something for some reason. Oh god. Like, already, I was never pushed like that here. It's already a first time, but... Enemies are pretty docile. Again, 2 blinks, like that jingle it does. After the second jingle, it's ready. Yeah, I guess I'll just tank the hit then. Like, for some reason, I always think I can outrun the electro. You know what? I always think I can outrun the electro staff guy, but I really can't. Because we had a magnum round left anyways that we don't have any use for later, I guess I thought I'd just use it because I don't have shotgun ammo here. Usually I just run past or use the shotgun to clear the way at the last keycard door. I mean, you can try your luck and just run past, it also works, but...
Ashley.
And that's that section done. It's like probably the most, and maybe the most intense section, I don't know, maybe the very last combat encounter with when Mike comes with the helicopter, maybe that one is a bit more intense as well, but... Yeah. It is a pretty intense chapters with a bunch of like little optimizations and little strategies and stuff. Again, keep in mind, all those ganados I killed on the way to the regenerator room, where I have to get the wrench, you can really just run past them. It just makes it a bit more hectic in the regenerator room, but you don't have to kill them at all. Alright, so the last chapter was a bit in shambles. Let's see if we can do better in this chapter. Again, optional treasure here. Some ore. And straight away, this chapter we are gonna skip most of it. You see this door where you're supposed to give Ashley a lift up here? Ashley, please get out of the way. Oh my god. We can just get to the other side like this. Door clipping again. Ignore all of this usually, but actually I am very low on shotgun ammo, and I would really like some shotgun ammo. I would actually really like some shotgun ammo.
Oh
have something I think you love.
Oh, well, we can still hope for some more drops up here. Equip the sniper rifle again. And again, skip this door.
Let's find another way.
Nope, Ashley, we will not find another way. We will go right through here. That's it. So, to make this pretty efficient, if you skip this door, call the lift first. And then open the door so Ashley can come through. Usually, you do not want to go through doors that Ashley has to unlock for you, like that first one we skipped. But since, for some reason, Ashley will just spawn and come here on her own. Yes, shotgun ammo, nice. So it's actually pretty cool. And we have 2 heavy grenades as well, which is actually handy for the part coming up. Chapter 15.
You know, I was thinking, we work well together, don't we?
I guess so.
Right? Maybe someday I'll become an agent like you. What do you think? We could protect the US from any and all threats.
Is that right? Well, either way, first we have to make it out of here.
You're no fun.
Ashley simping for Leon. Classic. Actually, I think we picked up enough. No, we didn't. But we did get 3 3 measly shotgun shells. Here again, quite a bit of optional stuff to pick up here in this room. The yellow herb, of course, and there's another ore back here. Trigger the next sequence by interacting with this amber here. Skip the cutscene, equip the shotgun here, because we will get... Well, actually, since we are doing a slow run anyway, and sort of getting all the drops and stuff, usually what you would do is run the other way and ignore this area entirely. But I'm just hoping for some like shotgun shells. Man, the game really... Well, okay, powder is good. We have enough flashes, don't need to craft any. Nice, we got some extra shotgun shells. This tent over here, there's a treasure in there. This guy with the baseball bat, he's a total asshole. He swings at you quite often, and the timing is often oh no, the timing is often as such that you can't even like parry it or no, dodge it in time. It's actually quite annoying the way he behaves. Damn, son. I've never had a run, like, despite picking up everything, I've never had a run like this where I am constantly so low on healing items, which is actually, it's pretty ironic, considering that we are like literally, you know, picking up everything, like going to every drop and stuff. It's actually kind of fun, kind of funny how this is working out. Alright, Krauser Fight. What you want to do here is we will sell all this stuff, all these key items, all these treasures that we picked up. Dude, we are going to be so rich. You sell all of that, and we have more than enough money to buy everything. Also, sell the broken butterfly, we don't need it anymore. And sell the bioscope. The bioscope, here we go. It's just taking away space, we don't need it anymore. No regenerators. With all this money, we are gonna buy the rocket launcher.
Bang for your buck. I'll hand this over when you've got the space.
And
Not my place to say,
the Killer 7.
sometimes things are more interesting if you keep a level playing field. Don't give up.
While we're at it, actually, let's buy the body armor that we did not pick up ever in this run so far. Now, before the before the Krauser fight starts, equip your Magnum, please, the Killer 7. So now, first part of the fight. He will spawn right after the cutscene, right, and shoot at you. 2 headshots will advance the fight to the next stage. 1, 2. That's it.
You better hustle. Who knows what's
Become of the girl. Krauser's new voice actor. I know a lot of people aren't like a big fan. I think it's actually pretty alright. Like, sure, his original one was really cool and intimidating and stuff. But I think this new voice actor, he brings a sort of villainous like quality to it that is not like the badass villain, but more like just an evil guy. Which I think fits him. And what I do here usually is I run here, wait, and he jumps down, runs at you. Oh my god. Usually you can just shotgun him and he will flash. Usually, yeah, he will flash and go away. Yeah, I guess maybe you need to be a bit quicker, I'm not sure, but... If you're quick enough here, you can... Whoa. Yeah, no, that was terrible. What you can do sometimes is you can shoot the mine and stun yourself like that, while the explosion from his crossbow, like his bow and arrow, hits, and you know, do it like that. Wait here, so you don't get stunned.
Still alive, huh? You got lucky.
But yeah, his voice actor, you know, he reminds me of, I don't know if you are young enough or old enough to remember this, but when Dragon Ball came out in English-speaking countries, also run next this edge so you don't get stunned by this explosion. I will talk about Dragon Ball shortly. I need to really explain this entire part here. It's not easy to get this next part consistent. Usually keep a bit to the left at the first arrow he shoots, and I just count time, like 1, 2, 3, and the first arrow hits around 3. I just try to duck it, and often he'll just outright miss. The second arrow, as soon as he starts aiming at you, I count 1, 2, 3, and like on the 3 and he'll usually shoot. So if you start ducking, like right after, shortly after the 3 in your internal count, you can like duck the second shot.
I'd be dead if I kept listening to people like you.
1, 2, 3, yeah. You see, so he did shoot, he shoots at 3 in the first bow. And is there a quick save here? I'm not even sure, but he shoots on 3, more or less, with the first bow here. And the second bow, he shoots a bit after 3. That's how I do it, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, duck it, and then 1, 2, 3, and yeah, I messed it up a bit, but generally that's like the timing. Now we'll just wait it out because there's a green up here. If you run enough forward, we barely missed it. If you run forward enough here, he will pull back the bow and throw down the grenades. If you're quick enough, they will not hurt you. Take out your Killer 7 again, shoot him in the head. He'll fall down. When he's like this, shoot him in the head again, he'll flash, duck his attack, shoot him in the head again. Well, you know, melee him for fun. It is, because it is pretty fun. Shoot him in the head again. Duck him here. I think this is already, like... Maybe not? Yeah, I think after this he'll fuck off, you know, and... If he does that to you, he'll like push you into the mine and blow himself up. I'll show you how it's really done. Okay, like one. Pretend you didn't see that.
This is it, soldier.
One in the head. Two in the head. Duck his attack. 3 in the head. 4 in the head.
Really doing this?
Duck his attack again. 5 in the head. And that should put him away. Let's kick him just for fun.
I guess that means we'll never see eye to eye.
Yeah, and then he runs off, you see. Like 5 shots, 2 and 5. That does it for him. I was just fucking around the first time, but that's how you do it, like pretty consistently, pretty fast. And then he'll transform, give you his whole villain speech, and then we go to the last part here.
Witness the power.
You've lost it completely.
This part here, dude, like, I mean, you can just run past and tank the hit, honestly, but
Power? Oh, I'd ask for a refund.
right, so what I wanted to say about his voice actor is that he really reminds me of when Dragon Ball came to English-speaking countries the first time. Vegeta's voice actor in English Dragon Ball, the first one, not the one we have today. Because the new one, you know, the one they had afterwards, he sounded more like a pro wrestler. Kakarot. But the old one, the old voice actor, he really had more of a villain voice. Like he was like, yeah, he was mean, you know. And that's what this Krauser reminds me of. So I like him. I like this voice actor. Okay, now, when this boss fight starts, first of all, before you go up the ladder, equip the RPG. Now, as soon as the boss fight starts, it's a bit of a finicky way to hit him as early as possible with the rocket launcher, because he jumps in the air. Basically, I do it by feel. I feel like if I start to explain it and try to rationalize how to do it, I will miss it. But let's go for it anyways. Like you will, as soon as the cutscene ends and the boss fight starts, just aim up and shoot. And he will jump into the RPG. If we fail, doesn't matter, we'll just do it again. There's an autosave here after all. So aim. Yeah, and I did miss it. Fucking perfect. It's really funny, by the way, if you kill him that fast, like the orchestra barely starts up, and then and then they have to do the ending. Yeah, like that, you see? Like just, I don't know how to explain it properly, but basically, as soon as you can do anything, aim up, aim, pull up the mouse a bit and just shoot above Krauser, above where he stands basically, and he will jump straight into it. Okay? Now we have time to loot. It's gonna be another codec call here. And damn, we're already up to the second to last chapter. Chapter 15. This is the last difficult chapter that we have ahead of us. The last one where we have to employ some tech, some strats, and so on. Chapter 16 is a piece of piss. Basically here, what we want to do is, again for safety reasons, I guess, repair the knife, repair the armor. Right? We have so much money. We only need 80,000 more for the last rocket launcher, which I mean, we're fucking stacked. And we have 2 heavy grenades, which will come in handy actually. Run up here and hide behind these sandbags here. Or whatever this is, this barricade. Then Mike will come, hit these guys.
What was that?
Jesus Christ. I've never been hit like that. Mike will kill these guys up top as well. You see him, hear him.
Sorry, bad traffic. One combat chopper compliments the Hunnigan. Call me back. And I'd show these assholes.
So one nade we can just waste basically, and we will throw it there. Kill all these guys that spawn here. Because the trigger for this next part is like it's a certain amount of kills. So you eradicate this entire group. And kill 5 more from this group here. Well, 5 all in all. That's including the ones we killed with the grenade at the beginning. I don't have the timing quite down myself to get all the people like eradicate them all with a grenade. Okay, now again, this next part you can just run through while, like Mike says, leave it to him. You can do that, but obviously it's faster if you just run through. Explode this. Mike should do something right about now, yeah. Grab the first aid spray here, it's gonna help you. Some guy will jump down here. Give him hell. There's the next guy up here with a... Oh, well. That's not what I wanted, but okay. Okay, this turret here. You might know about this. You can kill this turret. And the way you do it is you throw at it a heavy grenade and a normal grenade. In standard difficulty, that is. On pro, I think you need 2 heavy grenades. But you, in any case, you do that. There are certain angles of this gun. If you hit it like from behind, sort of, with 1 heavy grenade, that's enough to kill it. We do not want that, however. Not yet, anyways. What I'm gonna do and show you here is what's called War Room Skip. It's like 2 skips in one. It's the turret skip, or like the whatever this is, like the AA gun, that we can kill just with 2 nades instead of having to walk up the entire structure and do it with like the stationary gun. And as soon as this turret explodes, the game makes an autosave. And as you might guess, whenever there's an autosave, very often we can abuse it. If we clip into a wall while this autosave happens and we reload it, we will end up outside the wall with magnificent results, as you will see. But getting there is a bit tricky. I haven't practiced this, again, I know, disgusting. How dare I do a guide when I haven't practiced every single room. But it should still illustrate what you can do here. So, first of all, let's shoot a heavy grenade. Throw a heavy grenade at this guy.
Better give him what he wants.
Let's hope it doesn't... That's terrible. That's utterly terrible. I don't even think it grazed him. Where are we? Okay, yeah. So, throw a heavy grenade up there, and now he will be hit once, okay? Now, you really want to shoot this guy. You really do. He will be a menace otherwise. Now, throw a flash. Equip a grenade. Stand right here at the end of this. Equip the sniper, aim down like this. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't like explain it any slower. But this is what you have to do. Run up this rampart, this part. Shoot the Garrador with the sniper that is going to the stationary gun, because if you don't, he will just harass you non-stop. It's really annoying. Shoot him. Keep Garradors off you. Run past them. Shoot the barrel if some of them are close enough to stagger them or kill them. Make your way up here and then flash them, so they all leave you alone for a few seconds. You throw the grenade, like I told you. You have to stand like right here. If you stand too much over here, you're too far away, okay? So you need to stand at the end there. Like, oh god, look at this guy, he's so ready. You need to stand here and throw the grenade so it reaches. And because we already threw one heavy grenade earlier, only one more grenade, a normal grenade, was needed to destroy this turret. And like I told you, as soon as the turret explodes, an autosave happens. So that's why, like, very quickly, right after we threw the grenade, we equipped the sniper rifle here and stood with the wall to this fence and aimed down, so our body clips into the wall here. So now, if we load this checkpoint, we should end up outside this wall and drop to the ground and walk through like geometry of the map. Also, I mean, look at this guy, dude, he's so ready. Should I unpause and try to parry him? Or just give him the hit like as satisfaction? I'll parry him. He got a hit in. Good for him. So let's load the autosave. And we should end up outside the map. Yeah, fucking perfect. So you see we're outside the map now. Walk over to here. And then you can walk down. Don't fall down here. Actually, you can fall down here if you want to initiate another glitch. This will initiate what we call the duffel bag or the gym bag glitch, which is fucking amazing. You'll see it at the end of the run. I don't do it here. I do it later. No specific reason, I just do it that way. For now, I will just continue through this map here. You have to walk a bit over here to this boiler stuff, and then you can walk through. Just keep walking forward, skip this cutscene, and then the area loads. And you see here, don't walk to this ladder. You will clip back into the normal map. Don't do that. Walk all the way around. Now keep a bit close to this fence here on this side. Not too close though, like I said, otherwise you will clip back in bounds and we'll have to do the whole war room. And you know this room, it's that room. With the gunners and the two switches you have to do, and it's full of Garradoros, full of dynamite, RPGs, stationary guns, bull guys. Terrible, terrible room. So thanks to this out of bounds, we can skip all of that. It just at the end you have to be careful that you don't like do this. Like, don't walk too much to the right here, because then you will just fall down. Okay, don't do that. So you have to keep a little more to the left, and then you can like walk perfectly just through it. The border. I've never failed it like that. That's pretty funny. Like, it is pretty forgiving though. Like, you can navigate your way through here. So here, yeah, it's not the fence. Sorry, it is still. If you can stand in this little curb here, and then go left here, and now we are back in bounds where we want to be, behind this locked door, which is great. So this entire war room was skipped, right? Novistadors coming up. Equip your shotgun, just to be safe. once this cutscene starts, and which you will skip, you will end up like looking almost into the direction of where you want to go, but a bit to the left of it. So as soon as this cutscene ends and you skip it, just run forward immediately and turn a bit to the right, like that, and you will run exactly where you want to go. Here I will not use my own, like my novice tech of looking up. I felt like so far whenever I did it, looking ahead normally is more safe. Do not, under any circumstance, touch this. There's a regenerator in here. Okay, this door here, there's two ways of skipping it. You can either just crank it 2 times and then run through, and it's enough time and you can get through. Actually, I will show that off first, because the second door you have to clip. Well, you don't have to, but it's faster. So crank it 2 times, and that's enough to like go underneath. Pretty cool. Again, do not touch this one, I believe. Do not touch. Okay. Equip your sniper again. If you really feel you need to heal here, there's a viper here. You play some snake eater, you know. Eat the snake. So this clip, very easy actually. Just aim at the ground into the door. As soon as you release the scope, well, as soon as you scope out, just press forward immediately. And there you go. Clip through it. It's actually, that one is like pretty chill. Equip the Killer 7 if you still have ammo for it. Equip it. No, actually don't equip it yet. Equip it after you shot this laser trap here. And kill that RPG motherfucker. Kill that RPG guy up here. Man, I'm getting pelted by everything. Doesn't matter though. Okay, now equip the sniper. We're gonna do something really risky, but it's fucking dope. Up these stairs. Aim at the ground here and clip into the wall between the laser trap, like the turret laser, and this thing. And then the Novi will attack you. You are like in hit stun, and the turret will hit him. You see how that went? Like, it feels like it's never gonna work, but it like, for me anyways, it works like almost every time. It feels like it shouldn't, and it wouldn't, but it does. So I'll do it again to show you. Let's do it again. So again, equip pistol.
Almost there. Ashley, I'm coming.
That RPG guy I killed, you don't have to kill him, but I find he's a liability if you don't. So just kill him with the Magnum. If you don't have Magnum, just use a sniper. And now between this like pillar and the turret laser, look at the ground. Yeah, this time we got super unlucky actually. Man, in this guide every time I say, you know, this shouldn't happen, it does happen. But I guess that's good because you can see what can go wrong. Maybe I didn't clip into the wall properly. Because usually enemies shouldn't reach you here. It's usually always a Novistador. Oh no. It's usually always a Novistador that just catches you. Or tries to attack you there. Which is actually what we do want. Like, you know, usually we do not want Novistadors anywhere near us, but in this case we do. So, again, back here, all the way back, and the Novistador will get caught by the turret, you see? Like, it's very straightforward. I think when I was attacked before, I didn't look, like, down vertically enough. And here is the last trick or skip that we will do, the very last of the run. There is an autosave trigger about halfway down this little corridor here. Equip the sniper rifle. Well, first I will explain what we do. What we want to do here is abuse the fact that there's an autosave here. And again, with the rifle, position ourselves out of bounds while the autosave happens. And then reload it. But this time we will not fall out of bounds onto ground, but instead we will fall completely out of the map. What this game does, however, is when you fall completely out of the map, after a certain point of falling, the game will try to place you on the last stable ground in the map. But if you just do it willy-nilly, like we did all these like clips so far with autosaves, you will not make it back into the map. You will keep falling endlessly, and that's like... Your run is dead pretty much if that happens to you here, because you will lose... If you didn't save at the beginning of this chapter or anywhere... If you didn't save anywhere in this chapter, your run is completely dead if this happens to you. So it's a bit risky. And it needs a bit of setting up to do it properly, so you don't end up too far out of bounds and you can't clip inside anymore. It's a very specific setup, but if you follow it properly, it works every time. I say this, well, I'm not gonna jinx it. Okay, back to the wall, right? Aim all the way down vertically. Aim. Now, keep holding backwards and tap left, so you walk to the left slowly. And there's a very distinct stone. Where is it? I'm scared. There's a very distinct stone on the ground. I think there he is, yeah. You see this stone to the left here. I can't move my scope now. This, how do I explain this? This stone here, fuck! I said I can't move the scope. My god. Did I just fuck myself? I did save at the beginning of this chapter, but... Oh my god. Yeah. Oh no. You have to keep sprint and forward held here. Yeah, that's it. We're dead. The run is dead. It's dead. I have to do all of this again. I guess I will cut it here. I'll make a cut, and once I reach this point again, we will resume. All right, back here again. I made a save before just to make... I didn't know I couldn't point at the stone. I hope you recognized or you remembered the shape. It's that stone right here to the left of my reticle, where it becomes a bit brown and then brighter again and has like a zigzag shape to it on the left side. Place the reticule like on the crack right here about where the brown area starts, and then just press forward. You see how the auto save comes up here? That's how you do it properly. Now, when the autosave loads, we will fall out of bounds, but it will be perfectly placed so we land back inbounds once we get like put into the map again. Just hold forward and shift and keep it held. And what this will do, yeah, you see, now we're back in. What this will do is this will initiate the gym bag glitch, which if you don't know what that is, you're in for a nice time.
Ashley!
A lot of guides or stuff, they say unequip weapons or equip a grenade or something, otherwise it can't work, or it works more reliably if you do that. I've heard both for and against on this. Like, I've heard different things said. I'm not sure. We are not sure. Because sometimes it just doesn't work, even though you did everything correctly. Like, it's just not quite sure what makes it work and what doesn't, but... So, if you were wondering why it's called the gym bag glitch, this is it. So you remember this scene at the end of the game, right? Where you hold Ashley like this, and we are forced into this epic fucking stupid cinematic bullshit here. The classic AAA development. Oh look, we are imitating movies because movies are art and games are not, right? We want to be art, so we want to be movies. Fuck you. Sorry, but that's just how I feel about that. But this glitch makes this entire sequence, like, it speeds it up like double or something like that. Like, it's a lot faster. Awesome. Great. Whoever found this glitch, dude, I want to buy you a beer or something. Like, I'm so grateful at whoever found this. Because anything that lets me skip like cinematic bullshit like this is a god in my opinion. Oh, there's an important part I forgot about Louis's key. How when you get Louis's key after the cutscene, after the Krauser, the first Krauser knife fight, just don't press anything that opens a menu or something like that. Just let it play out, and then you get the item and it pops up, and then you close the window. Don't do anything, don't mash or do anything like that, because if you skip that early or something like that, it will not end up in your inventory, and then you're fucked here at the end. Alright, let's get into chapter 16, the last chapter of this wonderful game. Skip the cutscenes as usual, and make your way out.
Removing the parasites. This was Louis.
Yeah, we're alive.
There's not really much to say here. Other than, you know, just do whatever you have to do, but do it fast. It's not really any strats here.
You're getting good at that.
Right? You sure you're okay?
Take some tight lines here, dude, like a real speedrunner.
Good.
Usually, if I have ammo left here in my shotgun, I will use it to just shoot the Novistadors at the end. Because they can be a pain in the ass, like, sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine. She's not the type to roll over that easy.
And it's cool, so we have exactly 3 shells left, and we have 3 Novis in front of us. So it works out perfectly this time. There's one here to the left on the wall. I'm never quite sure where he is. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. And you see how we picked up so many treasures and sold so many things during this run because we were so safe that we already have 80,000 pesetas. So we don't even need to sell anything here if we don't want. We can just straight up buy the rocket launcher. Okay, but here at the end there's a gold ingot. So if you're short on money, if you're short on money, just sell, take and sell the gold ingot. It's worth 20,000. It's pretty solid. Like usually at the end of the run here, if you don't have enough money, you have 20,000 from the gold ingot, 1,000 from the key, and then you can sell like your riot gun for 14,000. That's what, 34,000. The Stingray for 15, which is, so now we're at 50,000, and then the Killer 7 is over 30,000, so if you sell all these, you have 80,000 anyways for the rocket launcher. So whatever you do, you will have enough money here for the rocket launcher. If you sell, you can sell everything else you have and you can buy it, okay? Pretty cool. It works out perfectly. We will keep the Killer 7 though. You will see why. So, end boss time. The way you do this is actually extremely straightforward. as soon as the cutscene ends, you can shoot at Sadler even before he jumps down and properly initiates the fight. He will not die immediately, but as soon as he jumps down and like the actual fight starts, he will just perish. Like that. Just shoot him here. And he's not dead, but as soon as he jumps down here, as soon as he lands, he's dead, you see? Like, there is really nothing to it. That's literally all it is. Shoot him up there, he jumps down, he dies. Skip these cutscenes, equip the Killer 7 here, and dodge these tentacles first. If I'm aware, if I'm not wrong, if you shoot him with the Killer 7 here, or any high power thing, it speeds up this whole process, otherwise you have to dodge a lot. I just start shooting after these first two come down. These tentacles here, if they slam down, just go to the side where they aren't coming from. So if they go horizontal, you can just... Okay, I'm getting almost hit here. Okay, that was very close. Just stay to the right here. If they come up vertically, right, just go to whichever side they are not on. Like that. Just even just walk. Just walk. And you will avoid them, you see? And if they turn horizontal, you just have to press C or whatever key you have. Whichever your crouch key is to evade. Shoot them with the rocket launcher, easy peasy, nothing to it. Skip all these cutscenes. And there's the last part. You don't need to pick up anything here or do anything here. You don't even need to use your pistol. I know some people think, I've seen some people think they need to use the pistol to shoot the one Garrador that comes out of the door here, but you can just keep to the left of the door and walk behind them. Just mash F here. See, this door is what I'm talking about. Just stay to the left of it. Just stay left. Do this. Like, it's simple and easy.
There's nothing now that Master's gone. It's over for them.
It's over for them. And yeah, there's not really much more to say here. I mean, there's no tech here. Just, you know, just make your way to the exit.
All right. Not bad, Ada.
Hang on, sweetheart.
You like thrill rides?
Wow. Terrible. I can't get him to do the stunts for some reason. I don't know why. Which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. And that's it. That's it, my boys. This is the run, basically. We took our sweet time, of course, with many things, reloaded a lot. The final time is here, I don't know, somewhere around 3 hours. With tons of deaths and reloads and doing rooms multiple times and stuff. Shout out to this fucking remake by Brian EL, dude. It's godlike. Yeah, I mean, so even with a lot of resets, as I told you at the very beginning of the run, to like close the circle here, right? Even with many reloads, many deaths and do-overs, and picking up like almost all the treasures on our way, and like, you know, picking up every drop, doing a lot of things in the menu, we still end up with a time that is like, yeah, like 2:53. So I bet you on your first or even like second or even first try, if you do it like me here and follow the guide, maybe even just follow the notes because it's more concise, I guess, and you don't have, you know, a lot of reloads and do-overs and pick up everything, you can, I'm sure you can get like below 220, maybe 210, maybe 2.5, dude, maybe 2, maybe sub 2, who knows. You can do whatever you want, man. I mean, if you really put your mind to it and you want to achieve something, then you can do it, obviously. Not to sound too sappy, but it's true. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it is of some help to you. And I hope to see you on the leaderboards. Have a tasty one and enjoy the weekend. And whichever day is tomorrow. Peace!